Currently tied up here 2-2 as you look at the leaderboard right now. Erupt at 7-2.
Has been planted.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Restream having an issue here. We are back here in the match. Trax getting a two-piece right there. With that, SG is going to take the lead up. Hammers has 2-3. They lead by 1 here. We just 1 second, chat. Chat, we are back. Please share the stream with your friends to go ahead and get them back in here. Should be having a notification sent out right now. It appears Restream's servers dipped for just a moment. We should be back now. Hammers right now heading towards this A site. Bomb carrier right behind Trax. He's going to be entering here with that SG in hand. Peek around the corner. Has to be careful. Geisha has been waiting for them last couple rounds over here. I believe that's Geisha strafing out right there. Yep, there he is. Quickly gets dropped, though, by Averti's flashbang going down there towards the A-ramp. Bombs being planted. Gotta watch the player back by CT spawn. Trax really looking down here inside of Vince, but Vanoli's gonna be there, dropping with a headshot with the MP7. Quickly traded out there by Erupt. Frost watching a backstabber there, finding Faultless. Remaining player here on the CT side is going to be Knight, only MR96 in hand, having to play Eco here, and in a difficult situation. Unable to land the headshot there on Averti, and the T's will be taking another round here. They lead by 2. Chat, let me know if I need to adjust the game sound anymore. If it needs to come up, if it needs to go down, let me know. Make sure you, if my mic is coming through all right. Again, had a little glitch over there on the Restream side. We are live as well on Twitch if you prefer watching on Twitch. And shout out to everybody watching on Twitch right now as well. Of course, we're live on YouTube as well. If you prefer to watch on one of those platforms, you can go ahead and on over there. CT's slowly moving up here towards the B side. T's have yet to play the bomb. Frost is for to strike there. B long. Fallen Knight's going to take his position up here over Overlook. Looking down. Not going to see anybody thus far. Look over there towards B ramp. Smoked out there. Has to be careful. He's going to switch over to his melee weapon. I'd still have that pistol out. Trying to figure out where these T players are located. The bomb has been planted here on the A side. Erupt going to start. Quickly, it's traded out there by Fallen Knight. I thought he was going to start something there, maybe get a 3-piece. He's not going to be able to come up with it. Trax finding Melody. It's a 3 versus 3 here. Make that a 3 versus 1. Averti with a big 2-piece there with his SG. Geisha and Fallen falling to his hand. Felony, last one's alive here. Mirzi quickly finishing him off. It's 5-2. Hammers is currently leading by 3. Checking out the leaderboard right now. Erupt at 9-4. Trax right below him at 8-4. And Averti 8-3. Geisha and Melody down here on the bottom for Team Rain really need to step it up. These players able to come alive a little bit more, get a couple more assists. The team should be able to start closing this gap that Hammers has created. He's right now favoring the B side. We'll see how the CT set up. Geisha all alone here on A. I'm not sure if that is his smoke or one of the T players' smokes. The majority of T players are over here on B. However, the bomb is hanging towards the A side right now. They're just trying to cause some panic over here. Maybe get the players to rotate from A over here towards B. Huge altercation going down on top of B. Players traded left and right. Only 3 alive on each side now. Frost watching CT connector. Knight coming around the quarter and just punishes Frost. He had no time to respond at all. Bomb has been planted. Geisha giving the call out to his teammates. They should start the rotation. Quickly gets tagged there with a nice drop shot coming in. Stays alive. Backs up here towards vents. Gotta be careful not to expose yourself to get shot right there. Knight finding Mirzi. Geisha quickly finished off by Trax. Trax is in a little bit of a difficult spot down here. A ramp. Has to watch the sniper and prevent the bomb from being defused. He's coming up, finds one, and doubles up there. Headshot on Fauntless, and quickly drops Knight before he's able to get a sight on him with that sniper rifle. And another round has gone in favor to Hammers. They lead by 4 here, 6-2. Welcome in, everyone. Thank you so much for joining the stream. We have Hammers versus Team Rain here. Currently, Hammers is leading by 6. Hammers working the B side once again. We'll see if the bomb decides to rotate over towards A, or if it's just going to stick here towards B. It does appear that it's sticking towards B. Melody's the first to strike here, finding a Verti. That's a big kill to get him down early, but there's so many players here on the Hammers side that have been absolutely working them. Quick little trade there. Fallen Knight once again with that sniper rifle, finding Frost. Trax having to back out of there as he gets tagged by the flash. Great timing on his part. He's all alone here. Finds one. Goes for the double kill. Has to watch his ramp and watches Fallen out here by B long with that sniper rifle. Geisha comes down from above with the M4. Finishes him off. That lead Hammers has shrunk just by a little. They're only leading by 3 now. Rain taking that round here. It's 6-3. Cash situation here on the CT side is beginning to even out. Knight with an excellent sniper shot there on Frost, but quickly eliminated by Averti. Averti a little frustrated by those sniper shots that Knight has given thus far. Frost has just not been having an easy time, though. I think he's been eliminated by Knight 3 times in a row with the sniper rifle. 3 versus 4 here. T's have the mid advantage. Erupt down to 23 HP. Gonna follow Mirzi in here to B site. Has to watch their B ramp as well as their overlook. I believe they do have the overlook. Geisha needs to start the rotation over here towards B. It's getting to the point where if they're coming A, you can start the rotation back with your team, but it's really looking like it's B. Trax, a big kill there on Faultless. Remaining 2 players here. B ramp, moving up, smoked out here. Geisha avoiding those grenades and a volley of shots being fired in. I'm not sure what the CTs are deciding to do here. Looks like they're gonna go ahead and move over here towards A and just save. Maybe play for kills. Hammers right now. Expecting a rain of shots to come in here from Rain. But that's not going to happen. They're going to save this round. Hammers will win this. Probably a good decision here on their part, on the CT side. A little bit of extra cash to share around with your teammates. Buy a couple of utilities for them. Maybe an SA-58. Go ahead and set up and try to take round number 11 here. Hammers has had the most success over here on the A side so far. B, they have obviously won a couple rounds over there. However, they've struggled more in terms of the amount of times they've died. Players getting hit. B long doesn't seem to be kind to them. They've started the push over here. Geisha has gone down. Not before he's able to take the life of Trax. Smoke grenade gonna get some cover. They're gonna push across here towards the bomb site. Frost is not the bomb carry. Fallen Knight there finding Erupt. MVP here on the CT side thus far. Averti trading out Melody. Frost has a nice angle over there towards CT spawn, trying to work it. Dodges back before he can get tagged. Oof, somehow a grenade comes in and drops him down to 8, and Faultless finishes him off. Faultless. I keep calling him Faultless. I apologize. Felony is there. It's a 1 versus 2. 2 players up here on the CT side. Make that a 1. No, 2-0. T's have all been eliminated, and the CTs will be able to defuse the bomb if they decide so. They're just kind of jumping around. Guess they're trying to figure out what weapons they want to pick up here before the round is over. Faultless going to go with the SG. Not a bad decision there, if I do say so myself. I think that was an excellent strategy from them last round. They decided to save go ahead and give the T's round number 10, and they come back and take round number 11 from them. We're about to go into the flip here. Rain, best case scenario, you go into the flip here 7-5. Hammers, though, if you're able to come in, you win this round here. You go into the flip. You're on the T side. You've won 8 rounds. You go into the CT side. In theory, the CT side has an advantage, as the CTs are on defense. All they have to do is camp and wait for the T's to come to them. They'll have a very nice advantage if they're able to take this round. Pushing through here mid, going to CT spawn right now. I think they might be moving through connector here to be long. Going for backstab on any of these CT players right now. Traxed and Averti pushing in. Knight is there on his left. He's got to watch his B ramp here. Melody's coming out. 3 versus 2. 2 up here on the CT side. Frost has decided to rotate over here towards the A side with his teammate. And Erupt staying here on B, trying to distract them and potentially get these 2 remaining players. It's going to be difficult for him. Somehow he sees Knight through the smoke, pierces his armor, and he's going to rotate back here towards A. Frost with a headshot on Melody, and Hammers will be going into the flip up by 4. Ladies and gentlemen, for those of you just coming in, here's a statistic image between both of these teams, Hammers and Team Rain. Hammers leading here in this series. They will be on the CT side now. Excuse me, not leading in the series. It's all tied here in the series. Leading in the match thus far by 4. We're here on the flip. This is a best out of 3. This is a map number 1 of the series. If you're here on the T side, you got to come in big. You have to take this round. You really need this round. You need the cash from winning the pistol round, because Hammers takes this. They're up by 5. They have the cash advantage over you. They will probably take the next round as well. Then you're leading by 6, and your chances of making a comeback begin to disappear. They don't look very bright for you. T's right now moving very, very slowly. I don't believe the CTs have heard them yet. Mirzi set up here on B ramp. CTs have not heard the T's at all. Faultless has to land this kill on Mirzi. Melody watching from above. Really gonna have to work this corner when he comes around the corner here. Smoking it out. You should start to see the CTs emerging from the vents. Bomb is going down here on top of B site. There should be a huge rain of bullets from each side coming here shortly. CTs realize which way they need to go. They're making their rotation. Probably see 1 to 2 players go up here through connector. 1 hang back watching their boiler. And 1 be long. They're going to 3-up connector. Gotta watch that frag grenade coming in. It's going to damage. Oh, somehow nobody. I just threw it a little over too far to the right. Players coming down here. Mirror's getting tagged down to the ground. Trax getting a couple kills. Or Frost finding Melody. Faultless quickly a kill on the Rupt. Trax finishing off a Faultless. Remaining player B ramp. There's a Verti. Finishing off Villainy. The bomb will be defused here by the CT side, and they will take their lead up to 5. With the cash being invested over to their side, they will have the cash advantage moving in to round number 15 here. And it's going to be very difficult for Team Rain to now make this comeback. Obviously, they could win this round here, but statistically how a map will go, if you win the pistol round, you will win the round after that. And typically, the round after that, you will win the next 3 rounds. Erupt already getting 2 kills there on that T side. It's not going to be even more difficult for them to plant the bomb. Geisha already pushed up here towards the A side, watching his dumpster. Grenade going out. T's not confident yet. Wanting to see if they could get a couple stragglers. Maybe some overzealous, overextended CT players. I don't believe Hammers is going to give them that, though. Everybody set up, waiting and watching here on the CT side. Plenty of time to work with here on the T's. They have to land a couple of kills. Already puts down Melody. Their chances of winning this round are slowly disappearing. Villainy, though. Nice headshot on Averti, and now it's all going to be to Villainy with that deagle in hand. Gets tagged there through the wall. Frost. Very cool, calm, and collected. Helps his team take the lead up by 1 more point. They lead by 6 here, 10-4. Team Rain has just not been able to do much here on either side so far. Knight, a very good showing, as well as Felony. Faultless, also playing well. Geisha and Melody just not helping their teammates out as much, though. There's been crucial times where they've needed to get kills, and they've just not been able to. And that is contributing to this 6-round lead Hammers has. Averti just firing a volley of shots down there. You better stay out of his way. Kind of in a stalemate there by B Long. Geisha hanging over here towards A once again. Faultless going to throw a frag down there, but loses a load of HP. I don't know if he does much damage to Averti. Looks like he was able to do a little bit of damage, but Averti's still in a good situation if we were to peek back around. They're going to start the rotation here towards B now, though. Faultless needs to move quickly and watch this connector. Mirzi's already gotten 2 players down. Quickly traded out by Fallen Knight before he can do any more damage to his team. 1 player alive here on the CT side, and the T's are able to get the kill. Knight with the fantastic positioning up top there on Crate with the SG. They've taken that 3rd round away since the flip from the CTs. A good amount of cash will be invested over to their side on that round 1, and hopefully they'll be able to carry this momentum and close the gap back down to 4 with a 10-6 score. Trax tagged down to 12. He's going to watch his overlook here. Smoked out up there. CT's waiting for a call out for one of their teammates over by A, potentially to start the rotation. Faultless, watching B long. Playing very slowly on the T side. Smoke grenade going over towards A now. This is a big flashbang. You have to make that work for you. You need to get those CT players, blinded. Mirzi, right here with the shotgun. Frost going to start distracting. Mirzi moving around with the shotgun, trying to find a shot, but not be able to connect anybody. Gets traded out there by Volney. The route back here in CT spot drops Faultless pretty quickly. Bomb hasn't planted, just a 2 versus 2. Geisha has to get these kills. This is a big moment for him. You got to help your teammate out here. Maybe potentially bait if you're Geisha. Try to draw those CT players out, allowing Velony, who has a slightly better positioning there. That's not going to happen at all. It's now 1 versus 3. Velony first strike. Oh, excuse me. Going to find Erupt. Tracks down to 12 HP. Doubles up with that AK-47. And it's another round going in favor here of the T's. They have closed that gap to 4 here. It's 10-6. Blurp, thank you so much for becoming a member over here on the Mobile Esports channel. We do appreciate your support. T's working very hard to take this A site, and the CT struggling in terms of a body count right now. Only 2 up compared to the 4 here on the T's. That can quickly disappear. Traxed and Averti. Averti struggling here with only Deagle in hand. They're going to struggle getting these players with the ARs down. Bomb slowly ticking down. I don't know how Melody saw Trax, but somehow was able to get the kill on him. This is all up here to Averti down here in Vince with the Deagle in hand. Knows the situation he is in. Just going to play for kills here. Ooh, headshot there. Faultless. Comes back, tries to get another one. Gonna move away. That frag only doing a little bit of damage to him. Not able to get any body shots there on Knight. And he is going to finish off Averti. It's 10-7 here. That lead Hammers has is slowly disappearing. Team Rain being able to come alive somehow. Maybe they just needed a little bit of rain to fall on them. Maybe they are parched. The code have always used code esports mobile at checkout. They've gotten G Fuel for 10% off. You wouldn't be in that situation. You wouldn't have been parched. You wouldn't be behind at all on this map. But, you know, is what it is. Maybe that's what they had to do. Had to have a little rainfall on them. Wake up. Rehydrate themselves. Mirzy with the HK at hand. You really got to work this here. Headshot landed on one. Trying to go for the other one, but quickly traded out there by Melody. Able to come up with two, actually. Trax is there putting down Melody. Frost. Not going to get any kills. Trax going to take it away from them. And the CT's wrapping up that round very quickly and has extended their lead back to 4 here. Checking out the body count, or excuse me, the leaderboard. Trax 21 and 10. Erupt's impressive KD has faded. 17 and 11 here. And Averti 16 and 11. Again, Geisha and Melody really need to step up just a little bit. If they can continue to help their team get a couple more kills, get the frag grenade placed just right to soften up a couple of the CT players, they might be able to come up with this, but it's going to be difficult. It really feels like a 3 versus 5 here. Flashbang going out. Nice bank shot there from Geisha. I don't understand why Geisha is moving so far back towards... They're so far away from the action. CTs think there could be a potential plant going down here on A. Erupt watching CT spawn. Erupt could easily get these two players and prevent the backstab from coming in. Erupt and teammate Averti are there. Averti's going to give the call out. Quickly traded out by Melody, but Erupt's going to be there to prevent the backstab. Remaining two players here on Overlook, jumping down, not seeing anybody. They should be able to plant the bomb. Knight has picked it up and is planting the bomb right now. Shots being fired out from B ramp. Knight was not quick enough on that flick to find Mirzy. Hammers has the man advantage here. 3 compared to 1 on the T sign right now. Villainy in a difficult situation is going to strafe out and jumps right into the rain of bullets coming in from Hammers. And the bomb will be defused. It is now match point for them. They're up by, 5. Almost said 12. Their score count is 12. They lead by 5 here. It's 12-7. Trax 22 and 11. Rocking that 2 KD, potentially just a little bit more. Hammers, great amount of cash here to work with. Not so much here on the side of Team Rain. They have had to go for a full buy. And this frag grenade is going to soften up all of these players, and it's going to be difficult for them to take this A site now. Multiple shots being fired. Henry's just first strike, finding Faultless. 5 up here on the CT side now. Fallen Knight strafing around, see if we can find anybody back there, but nobody's going to be Erupt. There's shots coming out there. Erupt doubling up there with the SG. The only Melody in the kill feed, but quickly traded out by him. 2 versus 3 now. CTs have 3 up and 2 up on the T's respectively. Bomb has been planted. Averti moving around here. HK in hand. Can easily eliminate these players here on site. Gonna throw a frag grenade back there, see if he can stop on a Villainy, and he's gonna be able to find him. CT's Hammers have won map number 1, 13-7. Well played by them. Rain came alive for just a couple of moments during the match, but ultimately not able to finish it off. Hammers will be leading this series, this best out of 3, 1-0. We'll prepare map number 2 here and have it live shortly. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Hammers has won the first map. Taking a look here over at chat. Not sure what you mean by that, Badar. They were playing in the US 8 server. Ladies and gentlemen, we will be preparing map number 2. We'll have a quick word from our sponsors, and then we will be right back. Once again, map number 2 is being prepared. We should have the map live here in about 10 minutes. If you're interested in reading the rules that the players have to go through or the recording steps they have to go to enter the round, you can find that information on mobilyesports.org. That is linked in the video description down below. We'll see you on the flip side. What's going on, Mobile Esports fans? It's Sudden Death here. On behalf of Mobile Esports, I'm excited to announce the credits system. The credits system is something the Mobile Esports team has been working on, and it's an amazing new addition to the Mobile Esports bot in our Discord server. We're calling it the credit system. Players will earn credits by competing in tournaments and community events, and can also win credits in giveaways and other such events. Players can then use these credits to purchase items in our new shop in the Mobile Esports Discord server. And in this quick video, I'm going to explain all how it works. So once you're here, come to the bot channel and go ahead and type /credits, just like you're seeing here on screen. Press send, and it's going to bring up some available commands. If you ever have any questions or are confused or don't have time to refer back to this video, all you have to do is type in /credits help, and this will bring up a help bar that explains the entire credit system to you and how it works and what you need to do just to operate the basic functions. Many different ways you can earn credits. Once you've earned credits, you can come to the credit shop, and as you can see here in the little help area, all you have to do to access the shop is by typing /credits shop. Once again, /credits shop will bring up the credit shop. Now the shop right now consists of 10 different items, but in the future there will be a lot more items and we'll be constantly changing stuff out. But for right now, this is what we got. As you can see here, there's multiple different G Fuel products you can get, a $10 iTunes gift card, a $10 Google Play gift card, as well as an iPad Air and a Surfshark VPN 1-month membership. What I want to do today is I want to go ahead and purchase number 5, or the Spicy Demonade G Fuel tub. Huge fan of Doom, so that is the one I'm going to be getting. So all I have to do is type /credits purchase, and if you'd like to get a little more information about the product before you purchase it, all you have to do is type /credits info 5. This will bring up a little information about the product itself. Like I said, I'm looking to get the G Fuel Spicy Demonade tub, and the cost is 250 credits.
If you're looking for some G Fuel, maybe a hat, tub, shaker, energy crystals, or anything in between, please make sure to go check out gfuel.com for their great assortment. All you got to do is add something to your cart, make sure that it's something that you want to give it a try or something that you've already had, check out, then fill in some of these details right here. Some of them are, of course, our code esportsmobile for 10% off anything and everything on gfuel.com. That code again is esportsmobile. In this case, you get 30% off. Use your payment method of choice. Go ahead and follow the on-screen prompts, and there you go. That's it. That's all you got to do to complete your G Fuel order. Make sure you use our code esportsmobile for 10% off. In this case, 30% off your order. Thank you very much. Take it easy. Peace, please.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you to all of our amazing partners and sponsors for supporting us here at Mobile Esports, and a thank you to you, the viewer, for all of your amazing support as well. Ladies and gentlemen, currently preparing a map number 2 here for Hammers versus Team Rain. Hammers having won map number 1, however, they did have a server advantage. Team Rain has chosen server this time and will be playing on RU1. They should have the advantage here in terms of a server. We'll be heading over to Barcelona, Spain, and playing in the map Plaza. Again, map number 2 is being prepared as we speak. We're probably about 6 to 10 minutes away from that round starting. We have multiple different things we'll take a look at here, including the bracket, the top teams in the tournament so far, as well as the top players. Ladies and gentlemen, let us know your predictions down in the comment section down below with who you think will be taking map number 2 and what will the round count be. Will it be 13-7 once again, or maybe a closer round, 13-11 per se, or will Team Rain just put a stomping on Team Hammers, maybe a 13-1? I don't know, I'm curious to see what your predictions are down there, chat. Currently, the bracket standing right now for all the teams here in the tournament started out with 64 teams, over 500 players, and we've narrowed it down to just a handful here in the quarterfinals. We have Hammers versus Team Rain happening right now, and we will have a match after this. Will be Elevate versus Xenocide, so stay tuned for that match as well. That matchup will be a best out of 3. Until the finals, it will be a best out of 3 format. Once we reach the finals, though, it will be a best out of 5. This image shows the top players for the tournaments here in the Fireteams tournament. Adam, here for Team Elevate, with a 17-1. Toilet Flusher has moved up here for his team, Team Unity, with a 5.33. Koi, 38-9 with a 4.22. Those top 3 here, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to check out the rest of those players down the image here. Hammers has won map number 1. The next image here is the top teams here in the Fireteams tournament. Hammers, one of the teams playing here in match number 1. Team Unity right below them at number 2, and Versailles at number 3. We will have Xenocide coming up after Hammers versus Team Rain. They will be playing Elevate in A, the number 8 ranked team right now. Players are joining up, finishing up their recording, and sending it over here to the moderators at Mobile Esports, and we should be starting the match here shortly. Ladies and gentlemen, you are watching the Fireteams tournament for Critical Ops. In 2016, Mobile Esports partnered with Critical Force to bring the first ever tournament to Critical Ops. It was the Fireteams tournament back in 2016, almost 5 years ago. And we've circled back here to this point and a little rebirth of the Fireteams tournament, and that is what you were watching today. This tournament is in celebration of the first ever Critical Ops tournament. Mobile Esports return to the Critical Ops competitive scene. And this is not the first and last tournament Mobile Esports will be hosting for Critical Ops. We have many more tournaments in the future. If you're not familiar with the tournaments we have hosted, of course we do bomb defuse tournaments like what you're watching here, but we've also done pistol only, sniper only tournaments, and many other variations. You are welcome to check out the previous tournaments as video on demand here on the Mobile Esports YouTube channel and on Twitch. Speaking of Twitch, for those of you that didn't know, we are currently live on Twitch as well. And for those of you watching on Twitch, we are live on YouTube. If you prefer watching on one of those platforms, we are live on both, so you have the option to watch on your favorite platform. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, you are watching the Fireteams tournament. And I am sudden death. We're probably about 6 minutes away before the match starts. Players joining up here pretty quickly. Both of these teams have these steps down and are very professional. They get in very quickly, but they are still a process they have to go through to make sure everything is up to the level we want them to be playing at. There's nothing fishy going on in the background. They're going as fast as possible. Trust me, I don't want to be here just with my face on the screen. I want to hide my face and cast the match. That's what I'm here to do. So ladies and gentlemen, just hang with me for a couple more minutes. We should have the match going shortly. Taking a look over here at chat. What's your predictions here for map number 2? Solar, currently Rain is down in the series by 1. It Hammers leads 1-0. They will be playing here in map number 2. They have the server advantage. Yes, the map was in the US server. It was in US 8 server. So Rain had a disadvantage playing not on home turf. They are back over here playing on somewhat home turf and will have better pings, which could or could not work for them. It kind of depends on the lobby. Sometimes having a higher ping is better for you or a lower ping is better for you. If you have that higher ping, sometimes you're able to just laser those players with the lower ping, or it's vice versa. We'll see who has the advantage. Players should be knifing here shortly and deciding on sides. Knife match is live. We are just about a minute and a half away from the round starting. I'll actually bring in the knife round here. I won't be casting it. There's really no way you can cast the knife rounds. They're over so quickly. I can try to bounce multiple syllables on top on ellipse, but some of this doesn't even matter. You got multiple players getting dropped there. I've already given you the last player to finish off that CT player there. That was Knight. They will be switching up over here. I'll bring back in my semi-attractive face for just about another 30 seconds or so. Looks like Hammers will be starting here on the T side. Rain might have had a disconnect. I'm not sure here. Nope, they did not. We should be live here in just one moment. Yo, what's going on, Jan? I see you, man. Looks like they're finishing up one thing here. I'm not quite sure what. Okay, it looks like we're starting. We had a slight delay there on the start. It looks like we are live here. Hammers on the T side, Rain on the CT side. We will go ahead and switch here into match as we are live here at map number 2 in the beautiful city of Barcelona here on Plaza. Ladies and gentlemen, make sure you share the stream with your friends and let them know map number 2 is live. Should be an exciting one here. Hammer starting on the TC side. On the aggressor side, they're going to be pushing up here through B elbow. Try to get that bomb planted here on B quickly. Seems like they're still having a couple connection issues here on the CT side. Looks like everything has leveled back out. CTs have swarmed in here towards the B site. Bomb carry right behind Frost. Should have that bomb planted. It's Trax planting right behind the red car here. The trolley. Nobody has yet to get dropped. Just a couple friendly shots fired back and forth from each teams. Well, maybe not so friendly. Quick little trade over there in the corner. Trax going to double up with the P250. Going to straight down here towards the CD spawn. Going to rotate around here towards the blue house. Geisha is back up there inside a blue house. Going to watch elbow as well. Erupt. Going to see players chief out, but Vinoli is there doubling up with the Deagle in hand. Remaining player here on the T side is going to be Trax coming from above, trying to prevent the defuse from happening, but Vinoli is there with the Deagle. Big plays from Vinoli that round, getting a nice 3K. The CTs will be able to defuse the bomb here. It was close, but the CTs were able to ink that round out. Vinoli with a 5 ping. Man, they are literally living right next to the server here. Melody's just down the street. Faultless and Vinoli, they're like right next door to the server. They got an apartment. Apartment 1 is where the server is, and apartment number 2 is, I guess, where Vinoli and Faultless are playing. 4 and 5 pings, respectively. Damn! CT's having won that round. Seem to be a little more aggressive here, playing a little closer up here towards mid-stairs. Faultless right now waiting on top of the mail canister. Vinoli first to strike here, finding a Verdi. Trax working his shotgun. Peeks up top, gonna see a player up there, and Vanoli is just gonna eliminate him. A couple quick taps there on the trigger. Land the headshot. CT's feeling themselves a little bit more. Fallen Knight tagging Mirzi there, and that'll be another round going in favor here of Team Rain. Servers definitely do play a big deal in rounds. If you're a team playing and you have a significantly higher ping, which we did see Team Rain have in map 1, now it's switched up here. Team Rain playing on their home server. The higher pings are here on the Hammer side, and you can see they are struggling. It's only map number 2, or excuse me, round number 3 here. Rain leading by 2. Cash situation is going to be lower on the Hammer side. Once that begins to even out, they're able to get some kills. Take a round or two. Cash will be even on both sides of players. On each team will be able to buy the utilities and weapons that they need and want to use. And then we'll see how much of an advantage the server truly does have. Has somewhat of an advantage. But is it a couple percent? Or are we looking at maybe 30 or 40? We will see here. Player has already been dropped here on the CT side. 5 remain on the T's. Frost launching his CT spawn. Quick little flicker towards the B stairs. Not going to be able to land a shot there on Faultless, who just drops back down. And Melody as well. They're putting a Verdi down. Doubling up there, the SA-58. Finding Mirzi. T's beginning to move pretty quickly over here towards the A side. Keisha, gotta watch your back, man. They're looking here towards B. Keisha giving the call. Tagged a couple players there by the stairs. Traxed. He's going to eliminate him, but quickly traded out there by Faultless. The remaining player here now on the T side is going to be Erupt. Find a couple shops erupting out of that A site. Gonna move around here quickly, watching those CT stairs. He's got a lot of time here left on the clock. If it was maybe about 10, 15 seconds left, maybe I would have just run back to spawn. He checks around. He's gonna decide to do that here and save. I think that's a good decision on his part. No need to push up and lose that gun. He's got to be careful though. Knight could push him and try to take him down. But he's not going to do that. They're just going to, everybody is going to sit and wait and allow this round to go to the CTs. Again, I feel like that was a good decision on Erupt's part. He had a little bit of, he was able to save that AK, go into round number 4 here, and try to put a point here on the board for his team. This is the point where Cash begins to even out a little bit more if they've played their eco right. On the team that lost the pistol round, that is Team Hammers here on the T side. They lost the pistol round. It's usually round number 4 where you see the team that lost the pistol round take their first round. We'll see if that holds true here. I've already the first strike, finding Vonoli. That's a big player to get down already. Erupt holding onto that AK from last round. Gonna move up here. Gotta watch his positioning. He's gonna decide to move back. He gets tagged down to 59. Players moving on the side of the blue apartment. You gotta be careful, man. It can be like shooting fish in a barrel for the CTs up there. Knight and Melody getting kills respectively. Mirzi in there on a kill feed, finally getting killed for his team. 2 versus 2. Make that a 2 versus 1. Geisha getting a big kill there inside of blue apartment. Knight up here on his left, watching that elbow now. Trax here by CT stairs. Has good position, honestly. If these 2 CT players move down closer to B site, to the red trolley, he will have the high ground. Geisha is there. Gets dropped by Trax, but unable to find the Knight. And he is going to save that round for his team. They increase their lead by 4 here, 4-0. Hammers. Full buy for most of these players. Using all of their cash here. They have to take this round, or it is going to be devastating for them. Try something a little different, getting a hand of them. Already going to double up there, but quickly gets dropped by Faultless coming up from the above. Faultless doubled up on a couple pieces of his own, getting a 3K actually, but quickly gets dropped there by Frost before he can do more damage to his team. Frost is down there, just nothing can do. Geisha with the SG, and that round goes in favor to the CTs. That's what you need to do on the T side, try to get them off their toes, but they're able to stabilize, find their equilibrium, and they were able to prevent that round from going to Hammers. Well played there by Team Rain. Faultless has a 2 ping right now. I don't think I've ever seen that. Ever. I am kind of in awe. Sounding a little unprofessional right there. I'm just saying 2 ping. Like, wow. Hard eyes. What's your number? T's set up. Looks like they're favoring the A side right now here by Cross. Faultless finding a Verdi. Now going to have to watch their right side as Faultless is coming up. He's going to find another man. Frost over there. I was barely able to see Frost. Faultless just moving around like he owns this place right now. Trying to go for another kill. Coming back over with some teammates to watch his back. Some shots being fired down there by mid-stairs. Trax is going to get Geisha, but quickly after he was able to find Mirzi. CT's doubling up there. Fallen Knight deciding to trade out the ratio for an SG. Interesting choice. He's got plenty of cash to work with. I guess he's throwing it to teammate Geisha right there. I'm curious to see how much Geisha working with 3,600. Good decision there. That's great team awareness. Fallen with a 9-1 score. Hammers is just not been able yet to hit the nail on the head and get a round down. They've gotten so close a couple of times, but end up hitting their thumbs. From the way I've been seeing the CT set up, if I were them, it would be a little more difficult. But you might want to try to go through CT spawn, check your check A through double doors, and then go up the CT stairs and just try to get the flank on them. You got the blue apartment smoked out. Faultless is there once again, getting a Verdi. Mirzi comes back to reinforce his dead teammate, gets the revenge. 3 up here now on the T side. They're trying to work this blue apartment. Man, you can't do that. Obi-Wan has the high ground, and it can stay away from him. Vanoli finishing it, Trax off with a headshot. Only 2 players up here on the T side. Make that 1 now. Erupt has gone down to the hands of Melody. Remaining player here is Mirzi, trying to decide if he's better off saving or trying to play for kills. Probably would have been better off saving. CT's taking another round here. Their lead has extended to 7. It's 7-0. Checking out the scoreboard right now. Erupt 1-6. What a complete flop of last round. Erupt was slaying. Like he was shot out of a cannon. In map number 1. Completely different story here in map number 2. Fallen watching his banana here. Sniper rifle in hand. Kills coming on the CT side over here by B. Vanoli doubles up there with that AUG. Averti's the first to strike here on the T side. Puts down Melody. Quickly he's about to get backstabbed here by Faultless though if he's not careful. A knife comes in on Averti. Cleaned up. Surgically and precisely. It's 8-0 as we move into round number 9. It honestly might be a 13-1. Maybe a 13-0. If that's the case, how humiliating will it be for Hammers? Only won by 6 on home turf. However, you come over here to the to Rain's home turf, and they have just rained down hellfire on you. Currently leading 8-0. I mean, that's embarrassing enough. The round's not over yet. Still have time to work with. Plenty of wiggle room here in terms of the round count. But it's getting close to where you're not going to have a lot of wiggle room left if you don't start putting a couple points here on the board. Melody with an amazing flick headshot on Averti. They've got this B site locked down. The T's trying to make A work here. They got to get this man over here on the right side. Flash comes out, is going to tag them both. Trax pushing up here. Has decided to come back. I believe this is Fallen over here with a sniper rifle in hand, watching his A double doors. Geisha has his back. They're coming up right there. They're going to come up to the A alleyway entry, man. A long entry. Fallen realizes what's going on here. Has his modern day bow drawn. Erupt putting down Melody. 3 versus 3 here. T's playing the clock right now. They're not pushing over zealously. Man. Letting that arrow fly there. Knight finding a headshot on Mirzi. Trying to put down Trax. Trax thinks there is a player in sight here with Knight, but unknown to him, he is all alone. Fallen Knight is going to finish off Trax. It's another round going to Team Rain. Their lead is now 9 here. It's 9-0, ladies and gentlemen. Trax 6-9, Averti 4-9, Mirzi 4-9, Frost 3-9, and Erupt 2-8. Compared to that of Faultless, which is 11, who is 11-6. Fallen Knight 11-1. Vanoli 8-4. Geisha 8-3, and Melody 6-5. Altercation got here to A site. Multiple players getting dropped here. Almighty Frost stays alive, but Follows quickly trays him out. Vanoli putting out Trax as well, preventing this A site from being taken. And that's all wrapped up there. CTs with a quick little kill there from Melody, finishing off Averti. The remaining player alive is 10-0. I thought we might have had something on the Hammer side. Maybe, just maybe, they were finally able to get that nail driven into the board. But unfortunately, no. The board cracked, and it's 10-0 here. Rain. Looking like they will be taking this at least 13-1. Maybe 13-0. I'm not sure, chat. I didn't see too many predictions. I would love to see these two teams play at a LAN. There's no server advantage, no ping advantage, no nothing. I hate to start saying this team is better than this team. However, the ping difference compared to map 1 and map 2 here, it's about the same. Rain was up in the upper 150s to 180s, and that's really where Hammers is at here. CT's with another point there on the board for them. You know, it's not like the pings for Hammers has doubled compared to Rain's from last round. You know, oh, my ping was, 300 compared to your 150, and that's why we were struggling so much. But really, I mean, just looking at this, Rain seems to be the better team. Again, you can't just take off of this specific match here. They have the server advantage. They're also on the CT side. I think Barcelona is a more CT-sided map. Excuse me, Plaza. Barcelona for you OGs around. Shout out to you. It is a more CT-sided map. It can't. Some people say it can be CT-sided, way more CT-sided depending on the T side. Yes, it can be, but I'm saying on average, it's more of a CT-sided map. But overall, ping compared to map 1 for the team who had the disadvantage, which was Rain, map number 1, was average about 150. Compared to Hammers now, with the server disadvantage, is an average about 150. Breach finally with a point there on the board. Frost doubling up with the AK-47. As I was going off on speculating on who was the actual better team there, they're able to put a point there on the board as we go in here to the flip, but it is not looking good for them to make this comeback. You have very, very little room to screw up. I mean, very, very little room. You have to play essentially perfect here on the Hammer side. Rain could honestly screw around, head over to gfuel.com, order some G Fuel, have it dropped in by plane, shake some up, drink it, maybe play some Clash Royale too, and they'll be able to take this, but there's a slaughter going down here on B site. It's a CT blender as T's jump in there through B house. They allowed them to get down there on the bomb site, feel just a little secure, and they were there. They put another point there on the board. A big round there from Hammers. Winning that, they will have the cash invested over into their accounts right now. And try to get this flip off and running. Try to mount that comeback. Get the momentum on their sides. Again, so much wiggle room here on the T side, though. Playing a little too close together down here. A long. Follows, gets that headshot on Erupt, jumping down from milk crates. I like that play. You gotta be careful when you're playing that close in such a... Oh, Follows with a flick on Averti, just drops him like it's nothing, man. It's like it's amateur hour. You see the difference that a server does really make. Follows just run around like it's nothing. By the way, Follows, I believe, has the one of the best pings in Match, if not the best ping of 3. And that is really helping him set some nice and impressive kills. 1 versus 2 here. Traxed, in terms of HP, is looking good. Faultless with the MP7 in hand. Fallen only 18. Has to watch him, though. He's going to be coming around here. B elbow. First player he should see is going to be Fallen. And should be an easier kill, only at 18 HP. He has to be careful. He's got to look over towards his left side. He's going to look over there. Not going to see the player behind their plant. Faultless is there. Thought he was using a sniper rifle, but no, it's a pistol. It's match point here for Team Rain. We should be heading to map number 3. Ladies and gentlemen, map number 3 will be the map of choice, and I believe the server is decided on who has the best score between the last 2 matches. If I am correct about that, I believe that is how the server is calculated. Then Team Rain should be able to choose the server. And if they are able to choose the server, then in theory, by default, they should be able to win just by the colossal stomping that has been given to Hammers here on their home turf. Bomb has been planted here. Knight with the final kill there on a Verdi. 13-2. Rain. Raining hellfire down on Team Hammers, preventing them from getting any work done at all. Faultless, 23 kills. Knight, I'm curious, what was Knight's KD? 2.8 something? 2.88? Very nice KD for a competitive match here. Ladies and gentlemen, we are preparing map number 3 right now. Again, I believe that the way the teams will decide which server they get will be based on round count, who won the most rounds. Hammers won 13 plus 2, so 15. So you have a 5-point advantage for Team Rain. 20 rounds won compared to Hammers 15. So I believe, once again, Team Rain will be deciding here on server. I'm waiting for confirmation on that. Again, just by the nature, if Rain is able to decide the server and have that kind of advantage, is it over for Team Hammers? I mean, really, is it over for Team Hammers if Rain is able to decide on the server? Rain looked like they had a chance on Hammers' home turf. However, Hammers just weren't able to hang with them there. Now, there's multiple scenarios, though. That's only one match taking place on Team Rain's home turf. Could you blame it on the map? Yes, but it's not 13-8. It's not 13-9 or 13-6. It was 13-2. That's a big gap. You can make the argument it's the map and the server combination. That server really did play a big role in Team Rain's victory. Did I say way too better? I'm sorry, guys. You know, grammar was a little difficult for me. Miss Smith's class at 2nd grade, man. I tell you what, it's the first time I won't go into that story. Don't want to get too personal. Rain will decide server, and they have decided the same server. They will be playing on RU1. They will have the server advantage going in here to map number 3. If you guys have never done a stream, I'll tell you what that is. To cast and do it at the exact same time. I saw some people talking about some other casters in there. Shout out to any other casters in the chat. Continue working at it. You're doing something that is a lot of fun, but very, very difficult. Being able to stream, keep track of everything, read the chat, as well as do the casting. It is a talent for sure, and a skill that'll be well worth being able to multitask, learning in the future. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to have a quick word from our sponsors here, and we will see you on the flip side. Map number 3 is probably about 10 to 15 minutes away. The players do need a quick little break. They're going to go ahead and get in here. I don't know if we're going to have any subs come in. It'll be interesting to see what they decide to do here on map number 3. Hammers has to do something big. They will have the server disadvantage, being that Team Rain has been able to decide the server. However, they should have the map select. We'll see what map they decide to go with. I'm assuming they don't want to go back to Plaza. Do you go with Grounded maybe? Maybe Raid, but Raid was a little close. Maybe we get a Legacy map? We'll have to wait and see. Stay tuned, chat. We'll be right back here after this short message from our amazing sponsors and partners over here at Mobile Esports. What's going on, Mobile Esports fans? It's Sudden Death here. On behalf of Mobile Esports, I'm excited to announce the credits system. The credits system is something the Mobile Esports team has been working on, and it's an amazing new addition to the Mobile Esports bot in our Discord server. We're calling it the credits system. Players will earn credits by competing in tournaments and community events, and can also win credits in giveaways and other such events. Players can then use these credits to purchase items in our new shop in the Mobile Esports Discord server. And in this quick video, I'm going to explain all how it works. So once you're here, come to the bot channel and go ahead and type /credits, just like you're seeing here on screen. Press send, and it's going to bring up some available commands. If you ever have any questions or are confused or don't have time to refer back to this video, all you have to do is type in /credits. Help, and this will bring up a help bar that explains the entire credit system to you and how it works and what you need to do just to operate the basic functions. Many different ways you can earn credits. Once you've earned credits, you can come to the credit shop, and as you can see here in the little help area, all you have to do to access the shop is by typing /credits shop. Once again, /credits shop will bring up the credit shop. Now the shop right now consists of 10 different items, but in the future there will be a lot more items and we'll be constantly changing stuff out, but for right now this is what we got. As you can see here, there's multiple different G Fuel products you can get, a $10 iTunes gift card, a $10 Google Play gift card, as well as an iPad Air and a Surfshark VPN 1-month membership. What I want to do today is I want to go ahead and purchase number 5, or the Spicy Demonade G Fuel tub. Huge fan of Doom, so that is the one I'm going to be getting. So all I have to do is type /credits purchase, and if you'd like to get a little more information about the product before you purchase it, all you have to do is type /credits info 5. This will bring up a little information about the product itself. Like I said, I'm looking to get the G Fuel Spicy Demonade tub, and the cost is 250 credits.
If you're looking for some G Fuel, maybe a hat, tub, shaker, energy crystals, or anything in between, please make sure to go check out gfuel.com for their great assortment. All you got to do is add something to your cart, make sure that it's something that you want to give it a try or something that you've already had, check out, then fill in some of these details right here. Some of them are, of course, our code esportsmobile for 10% off anything and everything on gfuel.com. That code again is esportsmobile. In this case, you get 30% off. Use your payment method of choice. Go ahead and follow the on-screen prompts, and there you go. That's it. That's all you got to do to complete your G Fuel order. Make sure you use our code esportsmobile for 10% off. In this case, 30% off your order. Thank you very much. Take it easy. Peace, please.
gentlemen, welcome back. Thank you to our amazing partners and sponsors. We're preparing map number 3 here out of this best of 3 series between Hammers and Team Rain. It is currently tied 1-1. Team Rain having won map number 2 13-2, and they will playing on their server, and they will be playing on their server once again, RU1. The server seems to give Team Rain a big advantage over Hammers. They have decided on the map, though, and we'll bring that map quickly in here. We'll just tease it just a little bit. You guys can take a quick little look at that and see what map we will be playing on. As you can see, it is Canals. They will be playing here in map number 3 on the map, or excuse me, yeah, map number 3 on the map Canals. Saying map there twice in a row tripped me up. You might just become Sonic. You never know. Nightmare. Just give it a shot. And send me a pic over there on Twitter. At Suddy Does Stuff. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Fireteams tournament for Critical Ops. You can become a member over here at Mobile Esports and support us here. You will get exclusive recognition in a chat with a badge, as well as supporting us here at Mobile Esports. You will be getting access to new videos for the Legendary membership only, and a Discord Legend role. Now, the top 3 tiers here will give you access to monthly credits, monthly MES credits, that you can spend in our shop. Now, more info about how much each level will get can be found by clicking the Join Membership button right next to the subscribe button here on YouTube, where you can read more about it. Now, for those of you that don't know, MES credits are a currency that we here at Mobile Esports have, and you can spend that in our shop, in our Discord. If you have yet to register with our bot, head on over there. The Mobile Esports bot is absolutely amazing. Shout out to those at Mobile Esports who have created the Mobile Esports bot. One individual in particular, I don't know if he wants me to say his name on stream or not, so I'm not going to do that, but he's done such amazing work on making the Mobile Esports bot. It is fantastic. Everything is fully automated over there. Definitely go check it out if you've yet to do so. You can join the description or the Discord server in the video description down below. Follow the link, get registered with our bot. In our MES shop, you can find things like G Fuel products. The amazing product that is G Fuel there that you can spend your MES credits on, but not just G Fuel products. There are Amazon gift cards, Google Play gift cards, iTunes gift cards. I guess it's App Store gift cards now, no longer iTunes, as well as Nintendo Switch games and Nintendo Switch consoles themselves, and many more things will be added to the shop. Things come in and out of the shop as they are bought, and we update stuff that come into stock, etc., etc. Head on over there right now. Check that out if you've yet to do so, as well as don't forget to become a member here at the Mobile Esports YouTube channel. You help us out here at the Mobile Esports channel, which will allow us to bring you bigger and better tournaments, more community events, as well as allowing you to get access to that MES credit and head over there to the shop to get you some goodies. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you again for all of your support. We could not do this without you. Map number 3 here being prepared. Hammers versus Rain. Here's your stats comparison image between both of these teams. All right, buddy, we are putting you in a timeout. Anybody else that wants to continue the spam, I will put in a timeout as well. I'm going to give you guys a little bit of time here to stop yep, Yahoo, dude. Nope, Yahoo, you were in a timeout, buddy. You've been a naughty, naughty boy. Timed out, 300 seconds right there. Ladies and gentlemen, please do not spam unless we've asked you to spam for a giveaway in chat. We do definitely appreciate that. If you would go ahead and restrain from hitting the enter button and copy and paste over and over and over again in quick succession. Hammers versus Team Rain, once again, is the upcoming match here for map number 3. They are tied in the series 1-1. Team Rain has the advantage coming into map number 3 for a few different reasons, in my opinion. Yes, you have the server advantage, which is huge, but you also have the mental advantage because you put a stomping on Hammers. Map number 1 was kind of close, 13-7. Pretty good, honestly, for Team Rain playing on their server. Not on a server, the home turf. You put an absolute stomping on Hammers. They're coming into this round with their tail tucked between their legs. Potentially. Depends on how the team captain is talking to their team, how they reacted to taking that loss. Hopefully they reacted well. Hopefully they have the right mental fortitude and they are ready to come into map number 3. They're feeling confident, not cocky. Fine line there between confidence and cockiness. You're coming to the round confident, not cocky, knowing you can lose this, knowing that the server advantage that Team Rain has is big. However, you get to decide on the map here. You have chosen Canals. You have to be careful with Canals, though. Having the ping advantage on the side of Team Rain could work against you with snipers. We'll see if that comes into play, though, or not. If you're on hammers, you have to come into the round. Not scared, not nervous. Maybe a couple subs. We'll see if they decide to do that or not. And play it slow. First few rounds, play it slow. Feel them out. See what kind of advantage or disadvantage you have here on, well, really both, on Canals. And then work that advantage as much as you possibly can. And use that disadvantage to your advantage. You know, just because you can't jump when you're playing basketball doesn't mean you can't shoot threes. Stop trying to jump from the inside and get a dunk there on that 7-foot center. Go for the shots outside. If Hammers is able to do that, they'll be able to keep the round count close and maybe even win it. We'll have to see here. Just a few more minutes away from the match starting. I know people just want the match to start. Unfortunately, it can't start right away. The players have to come in here. They have to record. There's a process that they go through in order to get everything set up. So we know everybody is playing on the up and up. Nobody has any files or applications running in the background that they shouldn't have. That might give them an unfair advantage that this Critical Force Entertainment devs did not intend them to have. As long as everybody's on the up and up, then the match will start here shortly. Which, of course, it will be. Both of these teams are professional, but they still have to go through the process. And we're probably just, I would say, about 4 more minutes left in the process of everybody joining and figuring everything out. Here's a cool image we can check out while we're waiting. Though we'll get rid of my semi-attractive face. I don't want you guys and gals having to look at that too long. I know it gets to the point. You know, if my face is up there for longer than 5 minutes, it might begin to crack your screen. I would hate for you to have to get a screen replacement because some of these devices are getting expensive, man. Fireteams tournament top teams. Team Hammers at number 1, but looking like they might get knocked out here. We'll see, though. Map number 3, they're tied up 1-1. Team Rain trying to knock them out. Team Rain in the number 10 spot. We'll see if they're able to do that. I mean, if I was a betting man, after what you saw on map number 2, you would definitely put your money down on Team Rain because they have the server advantage once again. That seems to be the big difference. Now, is it the we'll have to see your map number 3. Was it the server advantage plus Plaza, them starting on the CT side, or was it just the server advantage that gave them such a dominant victory over Hammers? Coming up next here is the best players here, the top players in the Fireteams tournament. Got Adam at 17-1 for his KD. A nice KD ratio of 17. Toilet Flusher down there with 5.33 with 16-3 kills. And Koi, 38-9 with a 4.22 KD. Mobile Sports fans, you can check out the rest of the names there on the list. Map number 3 here will be starting shortly. Players are just finishing up, doing their recordings, their screenshots, etc. here. Chat, I'm going to take a look here at chat. Talk to you guys for a couple of minutes. Answer your questions if you got any for me. I saw this question earlier. I'm streaming on an iPad Pro 10.5 inch. For those of you wondering, am I a developer? I am not a developer. June, that would be absolutely fantastic. Would love for that to happen. Hopefully, once everything is settled out here in the world, that might be a possibility. The knife match is live, ladies and gentlemen. We'll go ahead and come in here. I might try to cast it, but the knife rounds are over so quick, it's almost impossible to cast. I mean, I could try. I can bring out Hammers. Working on coming up here. Be long. The first CT player has been spotted, but unaware to the T's, he might be leading them to a trap. CT players here All by B-side, by the statue. Throwing guns at each other, how rude. Hammers coming up, fit first strike here. Nike coming in, falling. Oh my lord, falling there. Faultless getting kills respectively, and Rain will be taking the map decision here. 3 staying alive on their side. They were able to trap Hammers over there in the corner and came in and just bodied them. I mean, a wrench to the head does the job. I will tell you what, it definitely does. I have no idea what you're talking about, my man. Rain will be deciding which side they want to start on here. If you're Team Rain, you have the server advantage. I would probably take the T side. So you go into the flip on the CT side. You have the CT advantage plus the server on the side flip on your advantage. We'll see if that's what they decide to do here. It looks like they will actually be staying on the CT side. I guess they'll just try to go ahead and take it to 11-1, maybe 12-1 here. I believe we are live. Match is live, and here we go. Hammers on the T side, Team Rain on the CTs. No subs here on the T side for Team Hammers. I don't believe there's any subs either on the side of Team Rain. Bomb has been planted here. CT's making the rotation here back through T-spawn. Melody trying to get the kill down on Freddy. He's able to come up with it. Quickly doubles up there with the P250 in hand. Going to be pushing back here. Third tree elbow. Track getting a kill of his own. Doubling up, but Melody quickly puts him down before he can do damage to his team. It's a 2 versus 3 here. CT's pushing in here towards the site. The play behind the crazy. There's Mears with the MR96 hand, putting a headshot down to Melody. Erupt watching his backstab. Here's the come up through CT bridge. There he is. Erupt getting the kill there on Knight. It's a 1 versus 1 here. This is a big round here for Hammers. Velony going to prevent them from taking the first point here on the board for them. First point on the board will be going to Team Rain.
Bomb has been defused.
Close first round, close first pistol match. The cash will be invested by Warren Buffett over here to the CTs. They will have the cash advantage, be able to buy the weapons that they want, as well as the utilities. Hammers, we'll see what they decide to do here. Do they pull out a couple SMGs, maybe an SA-50A, or do you just play eco with some pistols and maybe some frags? It looks like that's what they are doing here, mostly just pistols and frags. Averti looks like he's gone for a full buy. Yep, he picked up the SA-50. I was about to say, it's probably what he went with, and especially how he's positioning himself. It makes sense he did. He has to watch his right side. You could easily have somebody come up catwalk. Faultless is there at the MP7, and Averti quickly trades him out there. Great map awareness and call out there from his teammates. Averti pushing in here. Gotta watch that smoke. Knows there's a player on his right side. Doesn't see the player there by stairs. Melody double up. Geisha working his way over here. One left alive here on the T side now. It's Mirzi doubling up. Down to 45 HP. Picks up the M4. Flick here to the back. Mirzi trying to go for the quad kill here. 1v1. Fallen Knight versus Mirzi. HP not favoring Mirzi, but now it actually is by 1. 17 HP to Fallen Knight's name. 18 to Mirzi. Mirzi is going to somehow clutch it up. Unbelievable there by Hammers. They have taken that round out of Team Rain's hands. Rain had that in the bag. They somehow tripped and fell and landed on a nail. Hammers is there. Quickly scooping that up. Mirzi 5-1, 4 kills there. In round number 2 here. Hopefully this is going to be a much closer map than last time. Mirzi already feeling it, going for the headshot there on catwalk, preventing that player from moving into cafe. Erupt and Frost there on the kill feed as well. Only one player has been dropped here on the T side. Trax definitely feeling himself. Has already pulled out the sniper, watching his CT bridge. Bomb will be planted over here on the A side. The remaining 2 CT players here, Melody and Velony. Here by mid, Erupt with the SG, probably going to put down Melody as well. Doubles up with it indeed, the 2-piece and the biscuit. And Hammers has taken the lead for the first time in a while. Sitting here on top. A little momentum switch by Mirzi really helped them out. I don't think Rain was expecting that at all. Maybe we're playing a little too cocky, screwing around a little bit too much. Has cost you the lead and the cash advantage you had. Again, not saying that is what happened, but just the way the players were playing on the CT side, it seemed like they were just a little oblivious to everything. I mean, not like they're stupid or anything. Just kind of just, oh, this is in the bag. We're on home turf. We'll get the kills. We'll win this. Frost here, strafing inside a cafe. Now, before he lost a good amount of HP, is going to decide to go back for this kill. I think he's foolish to do that. He's going to lose to Faultless there. Excuse me, Geisha. Faultless quickly trade out by Erupt before he can do any more damage to his team. It's a 1 versus 3 here. One player left alive here on the CT side. That's Geisha. Moving back here towards T-Spawn, I think is going to opt to save. I think that's probably a good decision on his part. Was that a frag grenade he picked up? I'm not quite sure. Has exposed his position, and Mirzi picks him off with an HK. Hammers has really, really great positioning on Canals with their HKs. You're going to have to watch them here. They have enough money to start working those HKs and sniper rifles. However, you're going to have to be careful. Because once you'll be able to get a little more cash over here on the range side, they're able to start combating you with those HKs and sniper rifles of their own. The ping advantage that the CTs have might come into play. Multiple shots being fired towards the red truck there. Man, somehow a headshot from Frost comes in. Just moving back and forth. Melody was able to find Erupt, but hasn't been able to drop anybody else. Only 2 alive here on the CT side. It looks like the T's are poised to take another round away from the CTs. Last player left alive here is Melody, and gets dropped there by Frost. With a quick little drop shot. They lead by 3 here as we move in to round number 6. Ladies and gentlemen, these players are playing for a $500 cash prize pool, a special weapon skin, the Mobile Esports emblem, in-game credits, G Fuel products, 500 MES credits, and record in the Mobile Esports Hall of Fame. There's a lot on the line here. These are 2 very good teams wanting to make it here. Out of the quarterfinals, only one is going to be able to do it here. And it is all come down to map number 3 here on Canals. Hammers currently leading on the home turf here for Team Rain. Melody with AUG in hand getting tagged down to 34. Ooh, just great positioning there. Fired expertly. Couple shots, not finding anybody, quickly resets the recoil, and then lands a volley in that player's face. Mirzi finishing Melody off. A bombardment of frags came in. And it's not much you're able to do there. The T's have the right melody there. They've had the right melody the entire round. Leading by 4 here. And this is why I was saying Team Rain might want to take that T side to start with. Of course, match is far from being over. However, early lead here from Hammers. Good cash. If you were on the CT side, you know, it's flipped here. Hammers were on CT. Team Rain was on T's. It's 5-1. Hammers still leading. You at least have that confidence being on Team Rain that you will be going to flip on the CT side. You will have that CT advantage. Hammers has to do everything they possibly can here on the T side, though. You want to get a big score. 8-4 maybe. Maybe 9-3 if you can pull it out. And then you know you're flipping over to the CT side. You have that CT advantage. You work that CT advantage. And go ahead and eke out a win here in map number 3. Move on to the next round. Bomb being planted here on B.
Bomb has been planted.
Vinoli. Creeping up here. Remaining CT player is Vinoli. Hiding here in the corner and picked off by Traxt as he exposed himself only for a moment. Hammers leading by 5 now. Hammers fans have to be excited here in the chat. Geisha. Nice kill on already preventing the push up there by the T's. Trax hanging back here would spawn with the ratio in hand. Frost set up watching across there towards B. Erupt trying to make it work across mid bridge. Gonna decide to move back here. I think he will probably pick up the bomb. Only 4 live here on the T side compared to 5 of that on the CT side. Geisha still watching B long. Has a reinforcement inside Cafe. That's Fallen here. A minute left here to work with on the T side. T's still playing a slope. Mirzi needing to watch his left side. Has moved over. Pushing up here by the van. Looks over towards CT spawn. Couple shots fired over there. Is going to eliminate Velen, but quickly traded out by Phil on Knight there with the M4 in hand. Frost looking to see if he can find that player. Melody coming from behind. Oh, Melody puts down a Erupt. A quick trade kill from Frost coming in. 2 men up here on the T side. Frost very low on HP. Only 8 to work with. Gonna try to move up here and plant this bomb. Frost somehow finding Faultless. Really, that is such... It should have been a kill there from Faultless. Such a big mistake there. 8 HP. Only really needed to connect 1.5 shots. You know, just or maybe 2 shots through the toe, and he should have been able to finish it off. Trax coming from behind with a sniper rifle, working it out here. Now down to this 1 versus 1. Sniper v M4. Fallen wins that, and he's going to be able to defuse the bomb, and finally put another point here on the board for his team. He's going to decide to pick up that U-ratio. Plenty of time to defuse that bomb and do whatever he wants here before we move in to
Bomb has been defused.
round number 9. Hammers still leading by 4. It's 6-2. First point on the board since the pistol round for Team Rain. 6 rounds had gone unanswered by Team Rain, finally busting that snowball part that was beginning to form, that had formed, and was only getting bigger on Team Hammers. Is this the beginning of a comeback here for Team Rain, or just Hammers losing a round? We'll see here. Shots being fired over towards the B site. I think A is still the side of choice, though. Is Trax using a sniper rifle or not? I believe Fallen has picked up a sniper rifle. We saw Fallen do some big stuff on Plaza with the sniper rifle. And he's going to try to make it work. Finding Erupt first. Going back to see anybody else down there by Catwalk. And is foolish enough to peek him. Looking Cafe. I believe he saw somebody's shoe moving and he's there. Averti getting dropped there right through the bush. There is no way Averti could have been able to see him. 2 players up here on the T side now. They got to do something big to work with. Tag from the back. Mirzi coming around trying to get somebody B site, but it's not going to matter. Vanoli coming from behind. And now the remaining player here is going to be Traxed. Working with that sniper rifle. I've talked about it before on the T side, man. Snipers are difficult to recommend sometimes. Traxed is going to try to prove me wrong. Finds Faultless, goes for another one, doubles up, 2-piece bikini, gets the third, but Fallen is there to prevent him from doing any more damage to his team. Traxed is a player, I guess, maybe on the T side, you want to be using that sniper rifle. Somebody who definitely can use it. However, maybe if you had another man pushing the bomb site, you might have been able to get the bomb planted. Might have been able to move up there towards the site. You've lost those last 2 rounds. CT's getting more cash. These players will be able to begin to get their HKs and their sniper rifles and begin to work with them. You're going to have to be very careful crossing this T bridge back here. Fallen, watching mid right now, across, smoked out. It's going to be very difficult to find anybody over there. Melody, frag grenade rolling right up between his legs. Was able to duck out over here and towards the nub, but still lost 28 HP. Erupt coming out of the corner, going to finish him off. Quick little drop shot. Bomb site has been taken. Bomb is about to be planted here. 1 player's alive here, and that's going to be Geisha. Firing multiple shots over there, trying to drop somebody. Finally, he's able to find Mirzi. The bomb has been planted, though. A little bit of cash invested over here towards the T side. Luckily for Geisha, using that AUG as he's silenced. Finds one. Almost is able to come up with the clutch, but Trax is there with the sniper rifle. It's 3-7, a final kill there from Trax. Solidifies that round in their favor. They've taken their lead back up to 4. It's 7-3. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for watching the stream. We still have another best out of 3 series coming up after Hammers and Team Rain. Stay tuned for that. We'll have more information on that here after this match concludes. T's moving up, definitely more aggressive here. CTs have to do something to stop this push, or the site will be taken by them, and it will be 8-3. Frost going for the bomb plant right now, kind of exposing himself on his right side. He's got to be careful. Hope he has some teammates helping him out. Volley shots just completely missing him on his left. He's pushing up. Trax and Averti, they're getting kills. 2 players left alive on the CT side right now. It's Melody. Could strike here and cause some pain for these T's. Almost able to land the headshot there on Frost, but Frost slides on down there and throws that snowball full of ice at his head. It's 8-3 here. Hammers looking like they might take this, man. We are 1 round away from the flip. This is why I was saying Team Rain should have taken the T side, man. I would rather be down 9-3 or 8-4 going into the CT side than going to the T side. At least my opinion. Trax finding Geisha. Players are around elbow there, but Faultless has the better shots there with the SA-58. He's going to drop him. Frosty trying to pick that kill up on Faultless to trade kill, and he is able to. You gotta be careful, man. Why-ing, switching over to that knife, man. The bomb hasn't planted. Remaining player here on the CT side is going to be Volney. Oh, man, the reaction time was fantastic there. Quickly traded out by Frost. And Hammers will be going into the flip with a 6-round advantage. 9-3. Here's the stats comparison image between both of these teams. Like I said, man, I think Rain, they had the side choice. I think they should have taken the T side there to start with. They would be going into the flip, yes, down by 6. Maybe only down by 4, I don't know. But you would be going into the flip on the CT side. Hammers has the advantage now on the CT side. Unless the strat here from Team Rain is just so far superior on the T side that they didn't care. They're fine with losing the CT side on Canals. They know how to play the T side way better. Player already dropped here on the T side. I believe it was Velony with the Deagle finding that player. Faultless coming up here. Trax quickly trades out a quarter more damage than him. Mirzi with a nice headshot with the MR96 there. Like some old school cops action there using that. Rain has the man advantage here. They have a... Yes, they do indeed. They will be taking the pistol round here on the flip. The cash will be invested into their side. And hopefully they're able to close this gap down. Playing that T side nicely. 5 rounds separate these teams right now. Team Rain is going to try to make that 4. They do have the cash advantage. They're going for a full buy. They're going to try to keep this little bit of momentum they've gained here since the flip going as long as they possibly can. Knight has picked up an SG and went for a full buy on Kevlar. I think he spent every single dime he had, including counting all those pennies he had. Mirzi trying to snipe here with the MR. Giza striking first. They will be pushing over here towards the A site. Knight coming across there, I believe from T Bridge, putting down Mirzi. Frost beginning the rotation over here. Teammate Erupt all alone now on B. Dropped by Vanoli there, B long. That's all she wrote here for Hammers. And round number 14. Hammers still leads here by 4. But Team Rain is beginning to shrink that lead. I did indeed just say old school cops. Using the MR96. MR96 is no longer the most dominant pistol. At least the pistol that does the most damage. Using that MR like that. Man, I remember playing with the MR96 back when it was a 2-tap to the chest. Map number 15 here. Round number 15. Man, I read chat and then come back to casting, and then my brain is just like a frying pan with oil and all types of stuff in there, just splashing all around. Knight double up with the SG. They're pushing here towards the A side, and they should be able to plant the bomb pretty easily. You'd want a grenade coming over these T players' head, or they try to plant the bomb, try to soften them up. Bomb has been planted, and it should be 9-6 here after this remaining CT player is killed. Maybe Trax can make it work. Nope, he's not going to be able to. T's are laying tracks right now to tie this up. I guess Team Rain knew what they were doing, man. They knew what they were doing. They chose the CT side to start out on. They felt more confident on the T side, I guess. Won the last 3 rounds. However, this is the time where cash begins to even out for Team Hammers, the team that lost the pistol round. The momentum slowing down a little bit for them. Mirzy, see if he can get this CT overlook to work for him. I think he's going to decide to move over here towards the A side. Right now, T's are favoring A. Geisha waiting for a call out for teammate to push up. Watches his CT bridge. Is slowly going to creep up here. Got a smoke here on his left, giving a little bit of cover. Big killer from Geisha coming to erupt quickly. Limited him with the SA-58 here. Erupt trying to fire through trucks, but Knight just has the better shots on him. Knight getting a 2-piece bikini, able to plant that bomb. Melody takes that kill away from Faultless. Before that bomb could get planted, no more cash being invested, or they have enough cash, he said. Hammer's round lead they had is disappearing. It's only 2 now. They lead 9-7, but it looks like Team Rain is about to tie this up here. Looking a little bit into the future, the momentum they have right now, the confidence they're playing, the confidence level they're playing at an all-time high here. Quick little 2-piece bikini there coming from Fallen Knight. Mirzy going to eliminate him for more damage to his team. Erupt going to come around the corner with the GSR on the hand, but not going to be able to do anything. Geisha, quick drop shot, finish him off. Melody finishes off Mirzy, and it's only 1 round separating these teams right now. One round separating them. Hammers went into the flip on the CT side, up by 6, and that lead they had has completely evaporated, like leaving a shaker full of G Fuel out in the desert. I don't know why you would do that, but such a waste. That's the analogy that I have. You can use code esportsmobile at checkout to save 10% off anything on gfuel.com. Averti has the high ground, going to try to work with it here. Rain. Maybe you play just a little too quickly. 2 versus 3 here on the body count board. 2 up on the 2 up on the T side. Make that 1 up. It's off to Vanoli. You're a sniper rifle in hand by T-Spawn. Do you fire a couple shots to give away your position? Try to get the CTs to push towards you, because they are playing back in their spawn, and they don't look like they want to move. Blurp, thank you so much for that dono. I do appreciate it, my man. Thank you so much for your support today. Blurp, your support and others like you allow Mobile Esports here to continue bringing tournaments, bigger and better prizes, and more community events. Thank you again. Vanoli picking up an AK-47. Wants this round. Definitely wants it for his team. Wants to tie this up. He's going to pick up bomb and give away his position. Was able to see a Verdi push up there. Has to watch his player here by CT overlook. Down to 10 HP. He's going to run up here and quickly plant this bomb, but I think he's going to get shot in the back. Mirzy HK in hand. Bomb is going to be planted. Vanoli gets the upper hand on him, though. Was not prepared for that at all. Vanoli thought the bomb was going to be planted. He was going to be able to have it. Almost able to clutch it up, but Erupt is going to jump out there of Cafe. Doesn't even tip the waiter and gets the kill there on him. Hammers keeping their round lead. They've increased it back to 2 here. Blurp with hashtag Team Rain. Thank you again for another donation, sir. Now, Team Rain has to look at that last round as just another round, man. They cannot get frustrated and mad. This round here is a mind game right now. Are you frustrated? Are you mad about losing that? Are you going to allow the loss of that match right there to tie it up affect you so much that you lose this round? It happens, man. You're so close. You've made the comeback. You're going to tie it up, and then you lose the round right before you make the comeback. You're frustrated. You're mad. This is where it can begin to snowball out of control. They have to play this right here. I guess they thought somebody was over in Nub. If they had been, they would not have made it out of there alive. Mirzy, positioned here, watching Cafe. CTs have A locked down. They can easily make the rotation over from the call out from Mirzy. Frosty over here. He's going to have to make that call out. Actually, was Erupt over there a nub and somehow survived that volley of frags? I think that might have been the case. 2 versus 3 here. Make that a 2 versus 1. Tees look like they will be planting the bomb here on A and should be able to take this round. A little bit of extra cash being invested right now towards the T's. Frosty going to have to make this rotation here through T-spawn, cross T-bridge, and try to go for the backstab on these players. They have plenty of time, though, to set up. They don't even need to. Vanoli getting the kill there on Frost, and they are once again 1 round away from tying this up. This is a match. Like this is the match you want to see. So close. Map number 3. It's come down to the wire here. It is coming down to the wire. It's not over yet. Still a few more rounds to be played. I really can't predict anything. Man, I'm glad I wasn't a betting man. You see Team Rain come in on map number 2 and just stomp them. Have the server advantage. You would think it would have happened again here, but it didn't. Is Hammers just not good on Plaza? And the little server advantage that they had on Team Rain was enough to allow them to get that 13-2 victory? Was that a complete fluke? I don't know where Flawless came from. Maybe he's behind the Geisha getting Verdi there. Big kills there, and they have tied it up here. Team Rain has made the comeback, and they have tied it up. Can they continue the comeback here and take the lead? We'll have to wait and see. They have made the comeback. It is all tied up here, 10-10, as we move into round number 21. You gotta get those frag grenades a little farther in the back to soften these Rain players up. They're looking like they want to push up here towards the A side. Taking their time, trying to feel each other out. Try to get a couple kills here before they decide to push up. Get the body count advantage in their favor. The players up and breathing count in their favor. Whichever way you want to look at it. Track's about to peek around here. See if you can see anybody back down. By mid. I believe A is the decided choice here. They pick the bomb up and they're rushing in right now. Gotta throw a frag grenade back here in the back. They're gonna throw a flash and smoke out, giving a little bit of cover here by mid-bridge, that is. Flawless looking down towards Cafe, gonna take anybody out that comes across. There might have been Trax that comes down there. Bomb has been planted now. Fallen, pushing across. Has already found a rep, trying to go for another one. There's a CT player coming through smoke. Vanoli doubles out there, gets a 2-piece of his own on a Verdi and Mirzi respectively. Flawless is there finding Frost as he comes through Cafe. And the Breach have taken the lead. Flawless getting a 2-piece and a biscuit there with his meal. And like I said, the lead has been taken over by Team Rain. It's 11-10 here. They have made the comeback on the T side. Something I wasn't sure they were going to able to do. It's close. I mean, Team Rain, with the momentum, looking like they might be able to eke this out. 1 round away from match point. I mean, you could only... It can get just a little closer. But you can't get much closer than this match is right now. Map number 3. Will it be Team Rain or Team Hammers? We are only minutes away from seeing what will happen here. Hammers, once again, doing exactly what they did last time. Setting up on bomb site, watching their corners the best they can. And that's really all they can do because of the amount of cash they have. Oh my lord, Fallen Knight coming in and getting a 2-piece bikini. He should be able to plant that bomb. Geisha pushing back here towards CT spawn. Just moving that SG around a little bit. Just flicking that stock out. Frosty and Mirzi getting kills of their own, trying to even the body count board up. Melody finding Frost. And the CTs losing another round here. It's match point for Team Rain, and they look like they will be taking map number 3, and we'll be moving on to the next round here in the Fireteams tournament. Hammers came in with an impressive lead going over to the CT side. They had the CT advantage, but they have just flushed it down the toilet. It has evaporated, totally disappeared, and is now covered up by years and years of sand. It's an archaeology reference. Sorry, I'm a bit of a nerd. Back to the match, though. Rupt versus Strike putting on Gesha, but a quick little trade coming in there from Fallen and Knight. Trax coming around, trying to play a little more confident, trying to do something. He's got to do something different than he has in the past couple rounds. Push up here towards his tree elbow, watching his right side, sees a player with a quick little flick to find a melody. Remaining player over here on A side. Fallen Knight backing up with his teammate, Vinoli. I think I'm saying Vinoli, right? Hope I am. Apologize if I haven't pronounced your name properly this entire stream. Faultless entering here into B. Big kill there on Frost. Mirzi coming around the corner here from CT spawn. Gonna look bottom cafe, I believe. Didn't see Vinoli down there. Remaining player here is going to be Traxed all the way back here by T-Spawn. 53 HP to work with. It's going to be difficult for him. Dropped by Fallen Knight, coming out there by B-Long, and Team Rain has won, and they will be moving on to the next round. Well played. Hammers, how did that even happen? You had the lead. You wanted the CT side up by 6, 9-3. And somehow, you let it go. You choked it. Team Rain making the incredibly impressive comeback and moving on to the next round. Well played to them. Hammers, once again, missing that nail. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Team Rain will be moving on here to round number 5. Congratulations to them. Coming up next here will be Elevate in A versus Xenocide. We will be preparing that map as we speak. They've been preparing it for the last couple of minutes, and we should be able to get into it quickly here. Maybe a 5 to 6 minute delay, we'll see here. Getting a little update here from the moderators. Map number 1 will be Canals and played on the US 8 server. Map number 2 will be on the map Port. And I'm hoping we make it to map number 3 here, as it will be played on Bureau. Would be an exciting match to cast. I haven't casted a map on Bureau in a very, very long time. I've never casted Port, though. That'll be interesting to see how that goes. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, we are preparing this match between Xenocide and Elevate, map number 1, as we speak. Teams are actually ready, and we should be joining and getting into it in just a couple of minutes. I don't know if they've already done the knife round or not. We're about to find out. Let us know your predictions down there in the comment section, ladies and gentlemen. Who will be the victor of this match, and what will the round count be? Rain was never down 11-2. Oopsie. They were up 11-2 in map number 2. It looks like we are ready to start. Teams have already decided their side. And we're hopping into this round quickly. I think we're going to be having Elevate on the T side and Xenocide on the CTs. Waiting for the final reset and confirmation here, and we're probably just about a minute and 30 away from this match starting. We can get rid of my semi-attractive face. It won't be on the screen long enough to crack your screens. Xeno 100% Alex Pro says, what will the round count be? Curious to see. I'm looking over here at my iPad. They're ready to go. I think one player disconnected. That's what happened. So I guess we're delayed just for a slight bit more amount of time. Just a slight bit. One player needs to join it here over on the Elevate side, and then we should be good to go. We'll take a look at all the players here shortly, Glitchless. Looks like the remaining player here on Elevate has rejoined, and we should have the final reset coming in about now. Waiting. Yo, Blurb. I like it, man. I like it a lot. That reset has come in. Elevate will be starting out here on the CT side, and I do believe we are live. We'll get rid of my semi-attractive face and hop on here into the match. Elevate on the CT side and Xenocide on the T's. I thought they had not. I thought they'd already knifed. They have not knifed yet. They'll be doing the knife round right now. Deciding sides. A slaughter going down here on the T side. And the CTs will be able to decide which side they want to start on. That will be Team Elevate. Probably will be deciding the CT side. I believe that is the side they have decided to start out on. And the match should be live here. CT is moving out here towards the B side. Pretty confident, I guess, the T's will be moving over here towards B to start out with. But they have allowed A to be taken, rushed into, swarmed, and planted on. T's will make that rotation back here. Naruto. See what he can do here. First player enter into A site. Bomb, pushing grenade going back there. Bomb has been planted. T's trying to keep this site. Gotta watch the backstab coming in. Menace is there. Trolling the shot with the deagle, but is not able to keep it up. Arson is there. And we'll be able to defuse the bomb. Team Elevate with the first point there on the board. Alright, I see. I do appreciate it. Making me blush a little bit over here. Ladies and gentlemen, make sure you share the stream with your friends. Let them know this match is live. There was basically no delay from map number 3 of Hammers versus Rain to map number 1 of Elevate versus Xenocide. Yes, Xylo, just because you stop playing the game doesn't mean everybody else stops playing the game. Believe it or not. First shots have been fired over here towards the A site. Clutch moving back here towards his tree elbow. He's down to 6 HP. Teams just feeling each other out right now. Taking their sweet old time. Oh, Vapey with a nice little drop shot there. I barely even saw Code come out of the corners like he was looking into the Matrix. Knew what was coming. Menace trying to get the kill through the red van. Again, decide to back on out. Arson finding a clutch. 30 seconds to work with here on the T side. They do have a disadvantage in terms of the body count. But I believe B is pretty much open for them. They should be able to plant the bomb. Be a nice little cash that can be invested over their side in case they do lose this round here. It's going to be difficult for them to go against ARs. Bomb hasn't planted here. Vapey and Arson getting kills respectively. The remaining player here is Claw, staying alive, but quickly dropped by Arson after he's able to take, quickly dropped by Menace after he's able to take the life of Arson away. The bomb will be defused here by the CTs, and their round count will be increased. They lead here 2-0. Code firing a couple shots right there. Naruto's the first strike, finding daylight. T's just playing very, very assiduous. Code reinforcing his teammate here. Has decided to use that HK. Watching his CT bridge right now. Clutch getting Naruto down. Bomb carrier with a sniper rifle. It's an interesting decision there. Flashbang going in. Teammates need to be careful not to get flashed there. Fusion is there, trying to go for another one. The code's going to strafe him. Quickly drops him down on the ground. 2 players are alive here on the CT side. Bomb should be planted here now. VP and teammate Menace up here going towards site. Menace already dropped by Clutch there. Can VP clutch this 1v2 up? We'll see. He's got to watch his right side here. This back corner of the map. There he is, coming from the back corner. He comes back. He's down to 3 HP. He's going to strafe out and get him. Code is there with the kill. First point here on the board for the T's. They get the bomb planted and the round win. Anybody who was a little short on cash shouldn't be now. VP 6-2, Arson 3-2. Over here on the T side. 3-2 for Coat and 3-3 here for Claw. Clutch has pulled out the sniper rifle. Or kept the sniper rifle, that is. Watching his catwalk now. Not seeing anybody there. Mid B. Brains, I do appreciate it, man. I really do. Thank you guys for all the support. Gotta say, shout out to G Fuel for keeping my throat wet, for lack of a better word. Casting like this makes it dry, like a desert. But G Fuel keeps it looking like a Amazon rainforest. I don't know. I can't put that one on the spot. I'm gonna be totally honest. Sorry about the bad little segue, but hey, you can use code esports mobile to get 10% off anything on gfuel.com. Currently rocking the blue ice flavor. Tastes just like those 7-Eleven slushies I used to have back in the day. Arson, remaining player here on the CT side, trying to make this work. Finds Code. What a crazy shot. Bomb being planted over here on the B side now. Clutch is going to back up. I'm surprised Coat isn't watching mid-bridge here. Like, this is such an obvious place to watch, especially with that HK-417 in hand. And he has allowed Arson to creep up here to the red van. He might be able to get this jump on him, and he is. Coat is able to throw himself over the eyes of Arson. I think tie it up here. It's 2-2. So far, fairly even. Doesn't look like any player has a significant advantage over another player here in the match so far. Both teams look pretty even in skill count. Haven't seen anything yet that would suggest one team is going to pull ahead. Playing slow and cautiously over here on the T side. Daylight doubling up, though. Code is there. Naruto going to prevent him to do more damage to his team. Getting a headshot there. Remaining players alive. And 69 HP to his name. Nice. He knows the bomb is being planted over here on B. And quickly running over here. He's going to have to face Claw. He's going to try to scratch his eyes out with that HK if he comes around that corner. Naruto is there. Pops to reload. Clutch. Throwing a flashbang out. Naruto going to have to turn around. Trying to prevent himself from being blinded. And there's Claw. Xenocide taking the lead by 1 here. It's 3-2. I was going to say, Fusion making a bad decision. They're pulling the knife out move right up here towards the back of map. Code is there. Oh, a little bit of lag. Fusion was able to get the jump shot there on Code. Going to switch that MP7 out for the AK-47. Was trying to at least. Is finally able to do it. And a 1 versus 2. Bomb has been planted. Rolls switching up here. CT's now on the offensive. Fusion taking his time peeking around here. Watching his B long. Moving up very charily. Now into a little bit of a gallop, pushing up here. Has to watch his cafe. So many angles to check here on B's site. Couple shots being fired. Trying to figure out where they're at. He has given away his position. Grenade coming in over his head. Flash, hitting him out. And Code is there. Xenocide's lead has been increased up to 2 here. Fusion is blue ice. Chat, is that correct? I've seen one person say that so far. If I can get a couple more confirmation there in the chat that Fusion is blue ice, I will call him as such. Man, these matches here, these rounds are taking so long. They are really utilizing the clock here on Xenocide. Yeah, again, I need some more confirmation that blue ice is Fusion. I'm not sure on that. I've only had one person say it. Fusion there, putting out daylight quickly straight up by Claw. Claw doubles up with the HK in hand, though. Bomb down here on top of A. He's going to pick it up. He doesn't even need to. Clutch with the snipe. Shot there on Vapey. Another round going in favor here of Xenocide. They're slowly creeping ahead. Menace 1 and 6, and Naruto down there at 3 and 7. Naruto struggling. What ping is that? That has to be an anomaly there. $306? Okay, it's come back down there at 21. I was going to say, if it was 306, that might explain the poor performance thus far. Just hasn't really been able to win gunfights. Naruto getting a kill there with a sniper rifle. Forget the pistol. Cash has been a little low here on the CT side, though. Xenocide really hasn't gotten to the point yet where you can say they're going to run away with the match. Again, Cash has been lower here on the CT side. You're finally seeing them able to compete a little bit with the cash that the T's had. First round in a few for the CTs here. CTs really were just struggling with cash the last few rounds. The T's using the amount of cash they built up over the last few rounds, though, to buy multiple grenades. And they're going to see what they can do with those. Probably start here by T Bridge, throwing those out. Giving themselves some cover there. Flashes going in over here. Towards A. Naruto striking first, finding Clutch. Code coming up, going to reinforce his teammate Daylight here. Oh, Naruto and Arson there getting kills respectively. Code down to 1 HP. Gonna watch his tree elbow. Claw with that HK-47. HK-417, excuse me. All up to Code here. Can he somehow crack this site? Get on in here. Eliminate these 3 players. He's not going to be able to. Menace, the quick strafe out, is going to delete him. out of the match. Xenocide only leading by 1 now. I don't know if he's sketchy. I don't know if he's Blue Ice. Here's what I'm going to call him, though. I'm going to call him Fusion 2K because that's what his name is here in match. Okay, some conflicting information there in chat. I'm just going to call him Fusion. I think Clutch has a better view than we think he does. Or maybe he is just looking right at a wall. I'm not sure. Vapey, jamming to some nice tunes down here, Bottom Cafe. See if anybody's going to come under underpass. They are really working this clock here on the T side. They gotta decide to do something soon, though. Really, what I've seen so far from Xenocide is they're playing the range game on Canals. And as long as the CTs don't show themselves at range, they should be able to tie this up and take the lead. There's Coat finding Naruto. Vapey quickly trades him out. Oh, Coat coming in side of sight, working it. Fusion over here in the corner with the Og, doubling up. Quickly traded out by Coat before he can do more damage. Vapey's there putting down Claw. 1 versus 2 here. 2 up on the CT side. 1 alive here on the T's. Coat with the HK in hand, trying to get that player back by CT spawn. Looking over to his left, not going to find anybody. Menace has rotated back here. CTs have won the match just by the nature. Oh, Vapey gonna eliminate Kill right there at the end. That's gotta hurt. They've tied it up here 5-5. Alright, sounds good. I've finally gotten proper official confirmation that Fusion is Blue Ice, so we'll cast him as Blue Ice. Again, I just wanted the proper confirmation that I needed to cast Blue Ice here. Sleeve Ice. Hopefully he's drinking his Blue Ice. He's fueled up. He's used that code eSports Mobile at checkout to save himself 10%. His teammates definitely have. Vapey and Arson there, eliminating those T players, and they've taken the round advantage here. It's 6-5. Very, very close so far. Honestly, I mean, it could go into the flip here, tied up 6-6. We'll see. CT's unloading here. Using up all that cash. I would definitely utilize those grenades, man. Smoke out A. Throw some grenades back there, elbow. See what you can come up with. Daylight here, watching his Bottom Cafe. About to move across the boat. Naruto with that sniper in hand. See if he can find anybody else. Oh, he's not going to be able to. Coat is there with the HK and frag grenade. He's getting himself a 2-piece biscuit meal. Another kill coming in from Claw. Code finding Arson, and 1 player alive here on the CT side now. I think we'll be going to the flip, tied up 6-6. What close matches have we had? Here's the stats comparison image for both of these teams. We are going in here. Xenocide will now be on the CT side, Elevate on the T's. It's tied up here 6-6, and this is map 1 of the best out of 3. Yes, we do now have confirmation that Fusion 2K is an alter count of Blue Ices. Again, I just wanted proper confirmation there from one of the moderators from Mobile Esports to confirm that before we started casting him that way. But yes, I can now confirm that Fusion 2K is Blue Ice. Yes, he is, chat. You can put that at rest. Speaking of Blue Ice, make sure you guys use code eSports Mobile at checkout when you buy that Blue Ice G Fuel. My absolute favorite flavor. Ice. About to push in here. Playing it nice and cool, though. Just seeing if anybody dares to stick their head up over mid-bridge. CTs. Man, this is some slow play.
Bomb has been planted.
Bomb being planted here on B. CTs. Looks like they'll all be moving together across mid-bridge. Code tag down to 50 there. Fusion underneath the underpass here. Quickly going to trade him out, but not before he's able to do some big damage to his team. Also distracting for King Naruto over there. Coat 2 HP to his name. Vapey coming down, going to get the stab on him. He doubles up there, the P250, and Elevate will be taking the first round here. Since the flip, they will have the extra cash invested over to their accounts. They should be able to take round number 14 here and lead by 2 when it's all said and done. Code getting a nice little kill there with those frag grenades, doubling up their arson. Code and Code respectively getting multiple kills. Naruto coming around the corner of the SF50 hand, getting Code. Can Clutch this up for his team, or will it be Naruto there with the SF58? 1 HP to his name. Really, it's one shot for anybody here. And Naruto is going to finish off Clutch. Outweighted him. Elevate has taken the lead here by 2. Code working that U ratio right now. Code finding Naruto. CT's trying to take this round away from them, and they are able to. Daylight finishing off Vapey. Some very slow play from both of these teams. Again, the skill between both of these teams, each individual player, is very, very close. I mean, there's really not a huge difference. I mean, look at the top players, Vapey and Coat respectively, 20 and 9 and 19 and 9. Like, that's in the margin of error. Code and Naruto, 13 and 12, 11 and 13. Again, in the margin of error. In a match like this, like 11 and 13, 13 and 12, so close. Code somehow get that quick scope there, and Claw doubling up there with the frag grenade. 1 left alive here on the T side. That's going to be Naruto, and he's not going to be able to do much after he got Claw. It's tied up once again. Code, you working at that U ratio, man. What incredible play, expert play, just surgically picking their team apart. He came right up on them. I believe that was Vapey. Try and put down Code, and wasn't able to come up with it. Quick scope there to the chest. So close here. Claw ran a couple shots over there towards T-Bridge, but Code is actually able to drop him. It's Naruto going down to the hands of that U ratio. Damn, so close to getting that kill there on that T-play, but Vapey was there to prevent Clutch from doing it. Coat putting down Fusion. Sketchier Blue Ice. Bomb being planted here. 3 versus 2. 2 alive here on the T side. Menace trying to stay up here. Peeking his left. Coat. Gonna have to work that sniper rifle here, close range. If anybody can do it, I think he can. Almost is able to land it, but Menace with a drop shot on him. Pulls that rug right out from under him. And Menace clutches up there for his team. I believe he's currently the bottom fragger there. Has been struggling a little bit here. Coming alive there in that round. And helping his team elevate, take the lead once again. It's 9-8. A little bit of hot potato right now. Just back and forth, back and forth. Ladies and gentlemen, again, this is map number 1 here of Elevate versus Xenocide. We have at least one more map after this. Coat, man, he is just dominant right now. What a beast. He has used the Euratio and the HK and is just slaughtered. 28 and 10. What is that? That's a crazy score. And he's easily going to be breaking 30, maybe even 40. No, I would agree. Menace is not having a good game. Vapey comes jumping in without his gun in hand. That's why you have to keep your primary out at all times. You never know, especially when you're jumping in to bottom cafe with a smoke grenade there, man. Keep your primary out. Such a noob move. I understand the need to switch back and forth between your knife and your primary knife and primary, and et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, but you're in a tournament match, man. Keep that gun out and pointed in the direction you're headed. Clutch it up. Tied up here. Once again. Just, hot potato. One round here, one round here. If the pattern continues, though, the hot potato pattern, Elevate should win this. If it's just back and forth, but you're probably gonna have one team start to show signs that they will be the victor here of map 1. Either this round or the next. Kills go down here on B site. Bomb has been planted. It's a slaughterhouse right now. 2 versus 2. Baby looking down with the sniper rifle in hand. Teammate pushing up as well. Claw with the HK trying to make it work. He's the last player left alive here. Daylight has been dropped. He's got to watch the sniper up there on top of the rock. Quick little flick of his right. Gets Vapey. Goes back at 2-piece. What? He gets the biscuit meal like it's nothing, man. Just snatches it right out of their hand from the drive-thru window. They defused the bomb. And the lead has gone in favor of Xenocide. I wasn't calling Vapey a noob. I said he made a noob move. There is a difference. I want to specify that. There is a difference. Nobody who is 25 and 13 leading your team is a noob. But he made a noob move. A poor decision. A mistake. I don't know how you're going to win this on Elevate side. You have Claw and Code both working their angles with their HKs, Euratios, and Augs. It's going to be so difficult for Elevate. I mean, it has been a hot potato match, but it's looking like I said, in that round, next couple rounds, you were going to see who was going to be the winner, and it does appear like Xenocide is going to be able to run over the finish line with this one. A close race. Menace trying to keep it in here. This is where you can step up big for your team, keep your team in this. You've been struggling a little bit here in map 1. He's going to get dropped. Code. Helping his team take a 2-round advantage over Elevate. It's 11-9. 2 rounds away from being up here. 1-0 in this series. Moving to map number 2, which will be on port. I have yet to cast. Port will be interesting. Working that ratio here. Misses his shots a little to the left on that player. Goes back for another one. Is able to land a headshot there on Naruto. Seeing if he can find this player over on the right side. He does. 2-piece there with the ratio. It's about to be match point here for Xenocide. Fusion staying alive. Lights out there for Daylight. 4 HP to his name. He comes around watching his B long. Player there, Coat. Lands the headshot on him. It's match point here for Xenocide. Looking at the pings, I'm not going to say anybody is walling anybody. What I can say, though, is the spectator point of view is always a little off. It sometimes does look like the player walled somebody, but they really didn't. Claw was just very, very quick there. Got the kill and dipped. Had just the split angle he needed. A little bit of Daylight he needed to come through. And speaking of Daylight, he's coming in through big and 3 kills of his own. Clutches there in the kill feed, putting down Arson. And this should be a Xenocide match. Minutes the remaining playoffs alive here. And carrying the bomb. Alone here. Has been spotted by the player coming down here. Menace is going to decide to go back and try to get the CT player coming across. He's going to be able to kill him, but the frag grenade rolls it under his legs and takes him out. Xenocide wins this round here, 13-9. They will be going into map number 2 ahead by 1. I want to check out the before we leave here, bring back in my semi-attractive face. Let's take a look here. 32-14. I thought Coat might have been able to break 40. Not able to do that. Still a very impressive KD of 32-14 KD. That being 3.4 something, I think. Fantastic KD in a competitive match. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Going to map number 2 will be on Port. Again, I have never casted a match on the map Port. It will be interesting to see how that goes. I have played on the map Port a couple of times, but never had the pleasure of casting it. Map number 2 is being prepared as we speak. We're going to have a quick word from our partners and sponsors over here at Mobile Esports, and we will be right back. We're probably about 10 to 12 minutes away from getting map number 2 of Xenocide versus Elevate on the road. We'll see you on the flip side. What's going on, Mobile Esports fans? It's Sudden Death here. On behalf of Mobile Esports, I'm excited to announce the credits system. The credits system is something the Mobile Esports team has been working on, and it's an amazing new addition to the Mobile Esports bot in our Discord server. We're calling it the credits system. Players will earn credits by competing in tournaments and community events, and can also win credits in giveaways and other such events. Players can then use these credits to purchase items in our new shop in the Mobile Esports Discord server. And in this quick video, I'm going to explain all how it works. So once you're here, come to the bot channel and go ahead and type /credits, just like you're seeing here on screen. Press send, and it's going to bring up some available commands. If you ever have any questions or are confused or don't have time to refer back to this video, all you have to do is type in /credits. Help, and this will bring up a help bar that explains the entire credit system to you and how it works and what you need to do just to operate the basic functions. Many different ways you can earn credits. Once you've earned credits, you can come to the credit shop, and as you can see here in the little help area, all you have to do to access the shop is by typing /credits shop. Once again, /credits shop will bring up the credit shop. Now the shop right now consists of 10 different items, but in the future there will be a lot more items and we'll be constantly changing stuff out, but for right now this is what we got. As you can see here, there's multiple different G Fuel products you can get, a $10 iTunes gift card, a $10 Google Play gift card, as well as an iPad Air and a Surfshark VPN 1-month membership. What I want to do today is I want to go ahead and purchase number 5, or the Spicy Demonade G Fuel tub. Huge fan of Doom, so that is the one I'm going to be getting. So all I have to do is type /credits purchase, and if you'd like to get a little more information about the product before you purchase it, all you have to do is type /credits info 5. This will bring up a little information about the product itself. Like I said, I'm looking to get the G Fuel Spicy Demonade tub, and the cost is 250 credits.
If you're looking for some G Fuel, maybe a hat, tub, shaker, energy crystals, or anything in between, please make sure to go check out gfuel.com for their great assortment. All you got to do is add something to your cart, make sure that it's something that you want to give it a try or something that you've already had. Check out, then fill in some of these details right here. Some of them are, of course, our code esportsmobile for 10% off anything and everything on gfuel.com. That code again is esportsmobile. In this case, you get 30% off. Use your payment method of choice. Go ahead and follow the on-screen prompts, and there you go. That's it. That's all you got to do to complete your G Fuel order. Make sure you use our code esportsmobile for 10% off. In this case, 30% off your order. Thank you very much. Take it easy. Peace, please.
There's only a couple days left here in November, and then it is going to be December, and only a few days till Christmas after that. Why don't you use code esportsmobile right now at checkout to go ahead and get your Christmas shopping done early. G Fuel makes an amazing gift, an excellent stocking stuffer, or something to stick under the tree. Whatever the case may be, code esportsmobile has you covered with 10% off on any product at gfuel.com at checkout. Once again, use code esportsmobile to get 10% off anything off at gfuel.com. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Preparing map number 2 as we speak. Getting map number 2 ready. Excited. I'm about to close out chat here. It's a slight distraction for me. Excited for map number 2 here on Porp. Damn, man. Let's reset. Excited for map number 2 here on Port. I've never casted it like I've mentioned before. I'm excited to have the opportunity to do so and see how these players play it. Again, I've played it, the map Port a couple of times, but have just not had the pleasure of casting it. Should be about another 6 to 8 minutes until map number 2 is ready to go. Ladies and gentlemen, you are watching the Fireteams tournament for Critical Ops. This is a tournament in celebration of the first ever Critical Ops tournament, which is hosted by Mobile Esports. It was Mobile Esports' first ever tournament, as well as the first ever tournament for Critical Ops back in 2016, almost 5 years ago. At this point, I believe it was early March of 2016, if I recall. We've come full circle here. We are back in Critical Ops. This is not the last tournament Mobile Esports will be hosting. There will be many more. Make sure you subscribe, you ring that notification bell, and you follow us on social media to stay up to date for the next Critical Ops tournament. I've seen people asking if they can participate in the tournament, and the answer is yes, you can. The way you can do that is, once again, following us and subscribing so you get notified when the next tournament has been announced, and you can sign up. Consider becoming a member here on the Mobile Esports channel. There's various tiers. For the top 3 tier selections, supporter, patron, and legend, you will get monthly MES credits, which can be used in the MES shop to buy many different products, such as G Fuel, gift cards, Nintendo Switch games, and even a Nintendo Switch console itself. Once again, by becoming a member here at the Mobile Esports channel, you help us out, as well as getting exclusive in-chat badge, along with MES credits each month awarded to your account. You can join our Discord server, link in the video description down below, to learn how to register with our bot if you have yet to register. Start getting access to the MES credits and many other things that the Mobile Esports bot does have. Stats comparison image for Elevate and Xenocide coming up right now. Currently, Xenocide leads in this 1-0. Coming into port, again, I have never casted port. I would assume it's a slightly CT-sided map, as all maps are. CTs do have a slight advantage, being that they're on the defensive side to start out with. But we'll see. Almost all the players have joined here, finishing up their recordings. We should be able to hop into this round here just in a couple minutes. Bring back up chat and see what is going on. Chat, let me know your predictions down in the comment section down below. Who will be taking the round? Xenocide or Elevate? Give you guys a little sneak peek of the upcoming match here. Players getting ready, finishing up their recordings.
Coalition wins.
I would say, again, we're probably about two minutes away here from starting. Last player has joined here. Finishes recording up. And we should get here to the knife side. E8. I see you there, pair. Couldn't have guessed by your name. Ladies and gentlemen, do you close the bathroom door when you use the restroom? I would assume so. You want some privacy. Then, if that's the case, why aren't you using Surfshark VPN? By using a VPN, a virtual private network, it's like closing the bathroom door on your internet provider and preventing them from seeing what's going on your browser history, keeping your business to yourself. You can get 1 month free with a 2-year membership deal by using code esportsmobile. By visiting surfshark.com, you can sign up for it. Again, stop your internet provider, your cell phone provider, and others from seeing what you're doing on the internet. Stop being tracked by companies wanting to sell you advertisements. It's annoying. And I don't want them knowing what I'm doing. Not saying I'm doing anything I shouldn't be doing. You know what I mean? Maybe you want to watch some Netflix in a region you don't have access to, a region you're not in. You can use a VPN to do that as well. Whatever the case may be, Surfshark.com has you covered, and you can use code esportsmobile to get 1 month free with a 2-year membership deal. Highly recommend checking it out. We're just about a minute or so away from the match starting. Everybody has finished up their recordings. I believe they are just deciding here on sides, and we should be good. Shout out to Claw, sending me a quick little DM here. Slight delay here. I don't know what is going on. Waiting for the knife round to take place, and then we should be good. I think the knife round is just about to take place. Looks like that is the case. We'll go ahead and switch on over here and see if they can break the vase. Carrie, we are in no way associated with, or we're not any developers for Forward Assault. Code and 3-piece there. Xenocide will be choosing which side to start on. Bring back in my semi-attractive face for just about 30 seconds. Looks like Elevate will be starting out here on the CT side. And we should be good to go. We are off to the races here, ladies and gentlemen. Again, this is the first time casting on the map port. Callouts will be just a little vague as I am trying to figure this out. Code, find a couple shots back there, connected a couple times. Gonna watch those explosive barrels. Frag grenade go back over their head. Kills going down here, left and right. Krupp gonna find a miss. 3 versus 4 here. Bomb being picked up, and it looks like it will be planted here on the B site.
Bomb has been planted. On B.
Trying to get the high ground advantage here on the CT side. Fusion's here. Trying to get this T player behind the crates, but Code is going to finish him off. Code is just dominant. You have to do something about this man. 3-0. He's got the donuts in the right spot. Code has used what? The Deagle, the SA-58, the HK-417, and the Ratio. All very high damage weapons, which reward you for being accurate and punish you for not being accurate. He's connecting so many shots and able to drop these players so quickly. An incredibly accurate player. Tagged down to 80, decides to back out. Krupp doubles up there in Arson and Vavy respectively. King pushing up here mid. Dropped. 2 players up here now on the CT side. Remaining CT player here is Fusion.
Bomb has been planted.
Bombs are planted over on B, and he will start the rotation over there. Trying to stay alive here. Grenade going over his head. He's going to move over here. Down to 44. He's going to try to save here, but it's going to be difficult.
Reach wins.
Another ongoing favor to the T's. Looks like Fusion is able to escape with his life. Moving on into round number 3. 4 alive here on the T side. Bomb favoring A right now. Coat finding Vapey. The bomb has been planted.
Bomb has been planted.
Arson. 3 players to eliminate before he can defuse that bomb. Tags one back there. Has to watch right up above him.
Breach.
Clutch comes down. Gets him from the right side. Another round going to the T's. Xenocide or E8. Let us know down there, ladies and gentlemen. Xenocide currently leading here in the series. And has a nice lead here thus far on the T side. I'm not sure if we're just low on cash and we're in eco right now on the Elevate side, or if they've gone for a full buy here in round number 4. Code and Daylight getting kills respectively. Clutch one of his own. Gotta watch this player in the backstab. Vapey with the shotgun, finishing off Corrupt.
Bomb has been planted.
Fusion once again the last player alive here on the CT side. Oh, nice. Believe it or not, this is looking like a T-sided map. Again, I've never had the opportunity of casting port. I can already see a few people, surprisingly, or surprised, that is, that port is being played here. Xenocide leads by 4 here in round number 5. Menace doubling up early on, getting 2 T players down. We'll see if they're able to keep that body count advantage. 3 versus 3. It might have 3 versus 2. Menace and Vapey getting kills respectively. Remaining T player is going to be Clutch. Doesn't have the bomb in hand. Bomb's down over by A. He's moving here through the warehouse. Trying to get the player down by the forklift. Is not able to do it. First point here on the board for Elevate. Is the device not charging?
Smoke grenade out. Tossing smoke.
2 CTs over here on B. 3 favoring the A side right now. T's. You have to decide what they want to do here. Is it A or B? Couple shots being fired over towards that forklift. Gotta get themselves some cover. Have to be careful pushing out, though. Nobody's yet to get dropped here.
Smoke grenade coming up. Fire in the hole. Fire in the hole.
Vapey first to strike, finding Clutch. Naruto's there getting code. Looks like the CTs will be able to take another round here. Coat getting a kill of his own. The remaining player left alive here on the T side.
Coalition wins.
CT's taking another round there. Closing the gap the T's had created. Still down by 2. Currently Xenocide leading the series by 1. T's coming out to spawn.
Flash out. Throwing frag.
Throw grenades over there towards B.
Tossing frag.
Daylight catching a little too much light. Altercation going down here towards mid. Smoke giving Xenocide a little bit of cover. Corrupt is the bomb carrier. Thought he was going to move towards B. Has decided not to do that. Still leaving A as an open opportunity. T's paying very slowly and might end up hurting them. Allowing the CTs to get into position on those head glitches. Three alive here now on the T side. 5 up on the CTs. Daylight, the remaining player on the T's. Dropped by Naruto. The round count lead has shrinked only to 1 now. Elevate, gonna try to tie it up here in round number 9.
Tossing a smoke grenade. Tossing a smoke grenade.
Nutra fighting one, doubles up here. Gets a third. Eliminating all those T players right there on a site. Vapey finding a man of his own. Clutch giving away his position. Can he clutch this up? He's not going to be able to. Arson with a drop shot there. It's all tied up here. Elevate has brought it back. Menace 10-4. Quite a turnaround compared to map number 1.
Tossing a smoke grenade. Tossing flash. Tossing smoke.
A Razor coming from behind, getting corrupt. This is Rushway, I believe. Clutch moving down it. Vapey right there behind the forklift once again. Elevate has taken the lead here. Three CTs hanging here by A. Vapey with the messed up flash. Nothing that's really going to harm him. A little frustrating though. Code has strike first. See if he can start using the HK skill of his once again. Daylight trying to get the angle over here towards A. He's about to move inside a warehouse, it appears. Coat with a big kill there on Naruto. Down to 28 HP.
Tossing flashbang.
Flashbang over towards A.
Tossing flashbang.
Coat blindly firing, they're not tagging anybody.
Planting bomb.
Bomb has now been planted on B. They've made them think A was a sided choice. Crot coming in to reinforce his teammate Clutch. And Xenocide with a round win there. Tying it back up 5-5.
Tossing flash. Tossing a smoke grenade.
Fusion moving up here, B alley. Crouch down here behind the crate, see if you can get anybody. Not check their corners. T's definitely favoring B right now as they're pushing inside the warehouse. A volley of frag grenades going off in front of him. Code down to 37 HP. Slowly moving in. Flashes going in. Smoke is down here on the right, giving them a little bit of cover. First play to get dropped here as they push in. Arson double up, but quickly traded out there by Daylight. Menace sees a T player pushing around. Give the call. They should have time. Make sure that bomb doesn't get planted here on B. Daylight is bomb carrier, trying to move back over here towards A, it looks like. Fusion doubling up there with a nice little 2K of his own. CTs have once again taken the lead. T's had a lead early on here, but has disappeared, and we're back to the hot potato match of map number 1. Back and forth, back and forth. Close and slow play.
Tossing smoke. Flashbang out. Smoke grenade out. Flash out.
One round away from the flip. T's are looking like we will be going into the flip tied up here. Unless Fusion is somehow able to get a 2K plus 1.
Bomb has been planted.
And to give his team the nice 2-round advantage. Going out here to the flip. Fusion fighting one already. Getting corrupt with a crazy headshot. Going back for another one. Doubles up. He only has to do is get one more here. He might actually be able to do this somehow. Checking his storage. He's about to look here. Not going to see anybody in that container. His code is there. I couldn't even see where he was at. And we will be going into the flip all tied up here, ladies and gentlemen. Here's a look at the stats comparison image between both of these teams. It is close. Once again, back to the hot potato play that we saw on map number 1. Elevate will now be on the T side, Xenocide on the CT side. CT's moving around here towards B. Back through CT spawn. Bomb being planted right now on B. Elevate has the man advantage. 5 alive for them. 3 alive here on the Xenocide side. Xenocide trying to find a couple people on the Elevate side. They're not able to do it. Arson getting Daylight and Corrupt. The remaining player here is going to be Code. Trying to stay out, but Vapey lands a headshot on him. Elevate will be taking the first round here. Since the flip, they will have the cash invested over to their side. And they should be able to increase their round count by 2 here. Clutch and Coke getting kills respectively. 3 up alive on the T side now. Xenocide has the opportunity to pick up some decent weapons. Daylight watching his backstab now. Bomb has been planted here on B. Fusion watching his catwalk. Corrupt getting killed there on Naruto.
Bomb has been planted on B. I'm defusing the bomb.
Bomb is being defused here. Xenocide will tie this back up. The hot potato being thrown back over to Elevate, and we'll see how they react here in round number 15.
Tossing frag.
Multiple kills going down here. 2 alive now on the T side. Clutch peeking out. See if anybody dares challenge him. Fires a warning shot out there. Throwing a flash over there. Might decide to back up here to B site. Watching his teammates A entry. Vapey smoke grenade landing right on top of him. Gonna give him a little bit of cover. He's gonna decide to move out of it though.
Coalition wins.
And the CTs taking a win there.
I'm gonna blind.
A slaughter from Coat coming in, dropping 3 of the Elevate players down. This round is going to be difficult for them to come back with. The remaining 2 here are Naruto and Menace. Heading up on Catwalk. They're going to get the bomb planted right now. Naruto watching entry. Coat finds him. Coat might be able to ace this. Menace is going to give him the opportunity to. Staying out of range of their shots. Clutch is going to take that ace opportunity away from them. They will be able to defuse the bomb here, and Xenocide will increase their round count here by 2.
Bomb has been defused.
Arson quickly moving up, bomb in hand. Gonna challenge the player right there by the forklift. He's gonna come around, has the right positioning, is able to get the headshot, but quickly traded out there by that CT player. It's a 2 versus 2 now. Coat trying to guard that bomb. Oh man, the positioning right there, just fantastic. He's able to grab the headshot on Naruto as he comes around the corner. The remaining T player, no longer, was Menace. 10-7, 3 rounds now separate Elevate from Xenocide. Looking at the cash situation right now, this is a must-win round here for Elevate. If they get into if they lose right here, they're not going to have much cash to work with at all, which is going to put them at a big disadvantage going in to the next round. Arson trying to work something out here by forklift. Clutch and Daylight with kills respectively. Rudo picking up the bomb. Couple pre-fired shots coming in. Sees a CT player behind the concrete block, but Clutch with the drop shot is going to get it. It's 11-7 here, 2 rounds away from Xenocide taking this map. Xenocide is ahead here in this best out of 3. If they do win this, Elevate will be eliminated and Xenocide will be moving on. Coat with a 21-9 score. Menace, the best player here on Elevate with 13-12. Clutch with a nice 2-piece there mid. The remaining player here is now Menace. Finds one. Clutch is back there by the forklift. He's able to find him. Goes for the 30. Clutches it up with an unbelievable Menace. Keeping his team in this. Corrupt has 100 HP. Menace, 67 to work with, and he's able to find Corrupt. Fantastic round there from Menace, clutching up as a much-needed round win there for his team. If they were not able to win that, they probably would not have been able to prevent Xenocide from winning this round here. If it had been 12-7, it probably would have finished up 13-7. Just the cash that they had on the T side was so minimal. With that win, though, a couple grenades bought, they have a little bit of cash to work with. Naruto striking early there on Coat, but Clutch and Daylight are already there, dropping players respectively. Moving up here, B long. Bomb is in the hands of Menace. This is still an Elevate's camp, man. Two v 3 now. Daylight here on Catwalk, back by CT spawn. Clutch patrolling B long, seeing if he can see anything that might give him a little edge. Maybe a backstab. An idea where these players are heading to. Bomb has been planted here on A. Daylight coming around the corner. It's lights out there for Fusion. Do you put a smoke bomb? Smoke grenade, that is, over towards bomb site? I think you end up doing more damage to your chances of taking the bomb site, putting that smoke grenade over there, than you do to the T's trying to protect it. 1v1 here, Naruto versus Daylight. Daylight tagging the bomb, trying to figure out where Naruto's at. Naruto playing well. He peeks out though, and Daylight gets him. And I think he does have just enough time to defuse this bomb. It's now match point here for Xenocide. Elevate had to take that round, man. They were so incredibly close. Naruto just exposed his backside long enough for Daylight to take a shot at it. Cash is not looking good over here on the Elevate side. Plenty of cash to work with if you're on the side of the CTs. Headshot coming in from Ko. He doubles up, already got on top of AB, and Menace goes back for another. Try to get up, but no, quickly dropped it by Naruto. Arisen going down to the hands of Clutch and Daylight, putting down Naruto before doing more damage, and the CTs have taken the round, beating Elevate out 13-8. Well played to both teams. Xenocide takes the match, though, and we'll be moving on to the next round. Well played to Elevate. Check out the KDs right there. Impressive 2 KD over there on the CT side. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Well played to both teams right there. This has been a long stream, over 3 hours. Thank you to those of you that have tuned in and watched part of the stream, or maybe even the entire thing. Make sure you subscribe, ring the notification bell so you get notified next time we do go live with more tournament matches from the Fireteams tournament, as well as upcoming tournaments for other games and community events. Also, make sure you follow us on social media. Links are in the video description down below so you can get notified actually when we do go live. Because sometimes YouTube notifies you, sometimes you don't. You got to do both, unfortunately. Twitter has the notification thing down. YouTube hasn't quite figured it out yet. Don't know why. You think they'd be able to copy their homework? Make it not too obvious, you know, that they copied Twitter's homework and notifications, but, you know, I'm not in charge of that YouTube. They don't want to cheat, I guess. They're still trying to figure out how to work those notifications. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, thank you for watching. Had an absolute blast hanging out with y'all. And I'll see you somewhere soon on the internet. Peace.